Hey guys, welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. And what are we checking out here today, guys? We are checking the SuperStation One. So I have a camera on so you can see exactly how beautiful this is. Now, I paired a Bluetooth controller with this straight away, a DualSense. Now the great thing is, there's no dongle required. It has Bluetooth built in. It has Wi-Fi built in. Guess what? It even has Zapparoot built in. And guess what? I've got a whole bunch of Zapparoot cards. Let me just show you some of them. I've never really used them. I'm not big. I like the Zapparoot project, but haven't used it so much. But we do have all these cards, but I haven't set it up yet. So maybe in a future one we can get some of these going. These were actually printed on the cards. They're not stickers. The ID guys at my last job, hey, they did me a favor and they printed me out a whole bunch of games here. So guys, so as soon as I started this, the first thing that I noticed is as soon as I connected it to my PVM, it just worked. It just worked. There was no faffing about. There was nothing to do. And in fact, my normal MiSTer SD card, it wasn't working with the PVM because I've been messing around with it a lot since I got like my upscaler. So what I ended up doing was I ended up copying the MiSTer.ini file onto my other MiSTer SD card just to kind of make sure it works really well with the PVM. Now, I know you can't see the PVM properly. I've just kind of got it there to show you guys how it kind of works. So at the moment, I've got the SuperStation One going out via HDMI into my capture card, which is obviously what you guys are seeing, the display on the left, and on then via S video, which is a port on the the left hand side. I've just popped it open and I've plugged S video into my PVM. And man, I just can't believe how darn good it looks on my PVM. There was no configuration required whatsoever. It just works straight out of the box. Now, I am just for a second now, because I want to look at the menu. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change something a second. So you'll have the chat down below, but what you won't have is you won't have the chat up here. And I will move that back in just a second. But what I want to do, there's a reason that I'm doing this. And I want to go for a reset. I want to show you guys what you get out of the box. So this is the micro SD card that comes with the SuperStation One. I haven't changed anything on there. I haven't put anything on there. Now there is some SuperStation One wallpaper on there, as you guys can see. So we have that wallpaper. Now what I'm going to do is I've got a keyboard down here, guys. This is going to be a bit of a mess around stream. There's a lot of stuff that I kind of want to get through. So and if we press F1, we can change the wallpaper. So then if it comes with one, okay, so that's the normal kind of MiSTer ones you've got here. Naturally, if you start putting scripts and you start putting the Rannis nice wallpaper on there, you'll start seeing like different stuff. So very, very cool, I have to say. So let's kind of go back to the SuperStation themed one, which I'm hoping shows up at some point. By the way, if you're unaware, in order to swap the wallpaper on your MiSTer, it's the F1 key if you have a keyboard connected. So this is really, really cool. Now, I know Taki said that you could control the menus with a PlayStation controller. Maybe there's an option you need to turn on or something you need to do. When I connected, I've got a couple of PlayStation controllers. So I've got a DualShock 2. So let me get that in front of the camera. Well, I can't see the camera. So hopefully you guys can see that. I've got a DualShock 2, and I've also got what I like, because I'm a D-pad centric guy. I've also got one of these, an original PlayStation 1 controller without any DualShock or anything on there. So we will give that a little bit of a run later. So plenty of stuff to do. I've kind of got like 3 hours out. I'm a bit tired, so if I start like feeling really tired, I'll go. But I've had a long day, man. I had to take my kids like to tuition earlier and everything. So what I like about this is it's got homebrew folders. So on the back of the box, which to be honest, let me just do one thing over here. Let me bring this camera up top so I can see it as well. So we're not going to be able to see all of the box, but let me see if I bring it here, you can see that on the back of the box, you've got all these different games. And what's nice is you don't have to load up the core in order to find the game. So what you do is, sorry guys, working in a very confined space here. But what you can do is you can just go into that homebrew folder, and that homebrew folder will actually that homebrew folder will, oh sorry, I just realized I didn't show you guys the controllers, because yeah, all right, so let me bring up that controller again. So we're going to try this one, a DualShock 2, which works on a PlayStation 1. We know PlayStation 1 and 2 controllers they're compatible on each console. But yeah, I do like that blue controller. It kind of matches the color. Let me put it up there again with it. Let's see how close it kind of matches it. Now, I'm a colorblind guy, I always point it out, but yeah, that's a good combo, right? I mean, that looks decent there, guys, right? I don't know, blue, purple, whatever the heck it is, it looks nice. And just kind of glad I got that color. You can see I've got that controller. I'm kind of glad I've got a matching SuperStation One. And guys, I have to say, early verdict, this is hands down the best MiSTer FPGA system I have ever touched. The finish is so damn good, man. It is absolutely amazing. It looks wonderful. Everything on it is just fantastic. So if we go into the homebrew folder here, we've got a whole bunch of games here, and we'll run a couple of those games in a second, and I'm gonna then move over to my MiSTer's main MiSTer's main SD card. So there we go. We've got stuff for, was that a Game Boy Color? But we've got a whole bunch of cores. Then we've got GBA. Now, Wi-Fi, I haven't turned it on, and we'll connect to Wi-Fi while we're here just to see how easy it is. It's got a Poltrus on there. That's absolutely fantastic. Good Boy Galaxy, a good Metroidvania. So I'm actually wondering, let's try something here, because Good Boy Galaxy is a game that you can actually purchase and go out there and buy, right? Is Good Boy Galaxy, right? I'm kind of going to make it full. Okay, we'll leave. Okay, the Game Boy aspect ratio, Game Boy Advance is a little bit different. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back, because I like having chat on screen, because some of you guys actually watch this on large TV, so you're not on YouTube where you can't see the chat. You can see it on your TV. So anyway, guys, we got 69 people watching. That's my favorite number. And smash that like button, guys. Do that like button. Right, let's have a look. So I haven't set all buttons for everything, but let's just see what the kind of default is. Yeah, let's have a look. Okay, so I don't know if this is the full game or a demo. I'm not sure. I know there's a mixture of demos, homebrew stuff, and you know, Taki's put nothing on here that is protected by copyright. Everything here is what homebrew developers have given him in order to, you know, to put it with the launch of the SuperStation One. So I think it's really, really good. You've got that console-like experience. You open the box, it's great. You look at stuff in there, it's superb. Honestly, absolutely amazing. Now, complete transparency here, guys. I got this for free from Taki. Now, both items that I've received from Taki, first being the MiSTer Pi, and this I offered to pay for it. I was like, look, I'll pay for it, because the Founders Edition of this was like $150, like super cheap stuff. Really, really cheap. So I was like, look, I'll pay for it. And he goes, look, no worries. Look, I like your content. Just get it and just give your honest opinion about it. And that's what I'm giving about it. Look, end of the day, it's a MiSTer. It's no different to a normal MiSTer stack that you can buy, something from MiSTer add-ons to a MiSTer Pi. But what you've got here is you've got a great form factor, guys. You have got a superb, honestly, it just looks superb. You take it out the box, the finish, it's not 3D printed, it is a professional product. Honestly, if Sony released an FPGA and this was it, and this was the FPGA PlayStation, you'd be like, wow, is this where it's at? This is freaking amazing. That's how darn good it is. And with all the video outputs you've got, I connected S-Video and look, it's working on my PVM. When I play stuff on different systems, when I connect my PVM and I'm doing other stuff with it, I always have to fiddle about getting the video working and everything. It'll be interesting to see, because on my normal MiSTer, with the normal SD card I've got, when I put it into direct video mode, when I'm upscaling it to 4K, I get a black and white image on my PVM. I'm actually wondering whether that's going to be the case now with this here, because there are some additional files. And what we can do in a second, if you guys are there, I'll look at chat in a second, guys. I'm just kind of focusing on the game here. Let me run something that hopefully we've got some kind of demo on here. What we can do is we can look at the files that come with this, because there's a menu.rbf that's included in there. So we can have a look at that. We can, and you'll see they've made separate INI files for the different video outputs. So there's one there for S-Video, and obviously that's what's giving me the image that we're looking at. So what we got here, right? Okay, so good stuff, guys. Thank you for everyone that pressed the like button. Absolutely love it. This is a MiSTer. Now I can see 4 fully complete SuperStation Ones, all different sides. I think that's a very, very good wallpaper. Let me just let me show you guys quickly. Let me bring that down here so the camera goes off a sec. Let me just turn off my filters just to give you an idea. So it swaps through the wallpapers. There's a few on there, so every time you reset, you'll likely get different wallpaper. So there you go. You can see it over there. It's the 4 different types of SuperStation. Well, 4 different sides of the SuperStation One. So you can see everything there. The covers are really, really nice. Honestly, guys, I can't believe how darn good this device is. This is like my 4th MiSTer. and it is just superb. So let's run. I don't know what else we can kind of check on this SD card. So obviously, look, arcade games. What's kind of arcade? This is what I think is really, really nice on here as well. So what they've actually done is they've added the core files and the MRA files for all these games here. So for example, if you didn't want to install something like Update All, then what you could do is you could just add the MAME ROM files, the MAME.zips, into the games.main folder. So everything is there for you. However, look, if I try and load Cadillac and Dinosaurs now, and this is where I think Taki's been really, really cool. There's no, sorry, have I? Oh, here you go. Right, okay. So it's telling us, you know, you get the message when you haven't got the ROM. So we haven't got the ROM there. That's cool, right? But it's nice that that has been added onto it. So again, very, very cool stuff there. Let's see if we get a different, how many variations of the wallpaper we've got. Here you go. That's a different variation of the wallpaper as well that we're going to see. Okay, so whenever I see stuff on my display, it takes a second before it gets to the capture card. So some kind of good stuff here. Arcade computer. Okay, so that's the YC cores. So, okay, right, okay. So extra cores, what's all this? Okay, console. Okay, that's really nice. So look, it comes with the overclock, the 80 megahertz, but we know we've got a 1251 now. We've got the 2x CPU PlayStation core. So some kind of good stuff here, guys. Really, really good stuff. Like I said, I will go through the chat in just a second, but wow, wow, wow. Absolutely amazing. So you've got all your stuff in here as well. But again, you're not going to have anything that's protected by copyright. He's just strictly, totally staying away from ROMs, which is a good thing, right? So what we've got for Game Boy Color, just try, oh, actually, you know what? There's a good Game Boy Advance game. Let's go to Apotris. This is fantastic, guys. A very, very good game. Hopefully it runs us into a little bit of a demo. Let's have a look. So let me go through chat, guys. Let's go through chat while you listen to some jungleistic soundtrack of the Apotris. Let me turn that up a little bit. Okay, so go. All right, fantastic. This is the best Tetris game outside of the Game Boy DMG Tetris. Yo, Scalino, how you doing? Cocoon Master, Ronin in the house. How you doing, Ronin? Always appreciate your help. Essential Nonsense, absolutely amazing having you here as well, buddy. Good stuff. Okay. Right, okay. Yo, PlayStation Cat's in the house. Over Souls 7, Wicked High. Oh, do you want to see if there's anything here? Well, PS5 controller. No, man, the PS5 controller is really good. I really like it. Very easy, very convenient, and very low latency for a Bluetooth controller. Hey, Dennis, how you doing? Hi, Pixel Ninja. Been watching your videos for a long time. Well, welcome to the stream, buddy. Do appreciate you. Mando5 in the house. How you doing there, bud? Can't wait to get mine. Oh, the blue one looks really, really nice, guys. Really, really nice. Retro by Law, absolutely. I really like usernames like that. Retro by Law. I mean, that just bloody rocks, man. Which color? Hey, Bando, you can see. Oh, okay. Sorry. No. The new UI is not installed. What we can do when I put in my other memory card, because I've got Samba set up on that. In fact, what we can do is I can just try and set up Wi-Fi, which we will do in a second. Let me just go through some of the chat, because sometimes when I get into these streams and it's a bit fast and we're doing a lot of stuff, I end up neglecting a lot of the chat, right? And I don't like doing that, yeah. Yeah, but PS5 controller, Mando 5, it's really, really good. It's very, very easy. I've got snack controllers, I've got 8-bit though controllers, but I'll tell you what, when it comes to a good D-pad, man, the D-pad on the DualSense is fantastic. So that's one of the reasons I go to it. I like the 8-bit RF controllers, but honestly, their D-pads are inaccurate. So at least for the most part, some are okay, but the Ultimate USB-C, I've got loads of them, and the D-pad's bloody accurate. Yo, we got Philly in the house as well. How you doing? Wicked. Bro, I have the original Transparent DualShock 2. Yeah, man. Yeah. I've got that one, man. That's the one. Oh, a bit amazing. Can't wait. Okay, so a lot of you guys waiting there. Wicked. Sorry guys, just gonna go through some of the chat before we go into something. What's that? Okay. PS1 controller support is live on MiSTer menus now. No, it didn't work earlier. When I plugged it in, unless there's something that I need to do, and we can try that in a second before because I want to swap to my other memory card. That's got everything on there. I wanted to start with this one because, well, you know what, it's what you get with it. It's what you guys will get with it when you get yours. Unless obviously things get updated and you might have like the console mode, the front end and all of that shebang-a-dang and whatnot. So look, okay. All right. Whack that on. Yo, Takumi's in the house. How you doing? Hello, lovely people, to you too. Benjamin as well. Wicked. Damn. Oh yeah, you need to get this Apotris, man. It's I don't know. I think it might have got DMCA or something, but obviously it is around. It was on itch.io. Maybe it's gone now. Can't wait. Oh, wicked. So many of you guys are waiting there. So what are we gonna do? Right. Let me go back out. Oh, let me actually, before we go back out, let me press start here. I just want to show you the different game modes in here, man. You've got so many game modes. So you've got marathon, and it gives you a little brief like rundown of exactly what it is, guys. Because I've got this set to 4x3, which is going to be most of the stream. This one here is a Game Boy Advance, so we're missing some of it, but that's fine. I don't mind that. We've got sprint, we've got dig, we've got ultra, we've got blitz, we've got combo, aim for, you know, consecutive clear, survival, classic, master, def, zen, two-player battle, CPU battle, training. This is absolutely, this likely is the best version of Tetris out there. I mean, I've got a strong bias towards the Game Boy DMG one, because that's where I got introduced to Tetris, and that's what I'll always like. Right, okay, what's Chris Brooks saying? This new version of Apotris looks awesome. Oh yeah, man, it's absolutely amazing. Right, what was it what was it for Wi-Fi now? Oh yeah, Wi-Fi is via a script, isn't it? So if we go into scripts, oh, okay, so let's have a look. Do you want to, yes, and don't ask again. Look at that. Right, so it's got a lot of these, Zapparoo. Okay, so let's run the Zapparoo script. Add Zapparoo service, Mr. Startup. This won't impact me. Okay, that's fine. So let's do that, because we've got the Zapparoo cards, which we had a look at. I want to see what else we've got here. Okay, yep, okay. So, right, what's interesting now, let me get a card. Now, guys, these cards are not programmed, right? So even though I've got this one here, Sega Saturn, right? It's not programmed, right? It's a blank card. I mean, I may have programmed it at some point ages ago, but it's been living in a box underneath my bed. Wizzo was actually kind enough to send me this when it was Tap 2. Honestly, I haven't even used it once. I kind of told him, I said, Wizzo, I've got a very small setup, I'm not going to use it. And he insisted, and and at one point it would have been rude to refuse it. And then I got these cards done from the ID department at my old work, man. So right, let me tap it. Apparently it's over here. I just want to see if it picks it up. Now, might need to set some stuff up, guys. So don't take this as NFC's not working. Yeah, I think I need to set some stuff up here. So we're not gonna focus on the Zapparoo stuff today, but I just wanted to see, because I saw that script over there. I was like, okay, we can try it. What's going on here with my, here we go. Right, so let's go here. So now let's go Wi-Fi. And it's got Wi-Fi built in, so I haven't got a dongle or anything in there. And this is why this essentially is the ultimate one, right? There you go, guys. So, oh wow, okay, so that's interesting, right? So, okay, different Wi-Fi's around. So what we've got here, we've got, where's Robocop 2? That's really interesting. So it's picking up my 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, but it's not picking up my 2 gigahertz. So what I've named my Wi-Fi hotspots, Robocop 2 for 2 gigahertz, and the Empire Strikes Back, obviously Star Wars Episode 5 for my 5 gigahertz. But weirdly enough, so I wonder if it's 5 gigahertz only, which is very, very weird, because usually I would expect to have 2.4 gigahertz, but it's got 5 gigahertz is essentially better, less range, but faster connection. So let's go ahead and connect that, and hopefully it stars it out. Yes, it does. So let's now connect the Wi-Fi. I think I might have just put the wrong thing in at the end. I might have, maybe I didn't. I don't know. Let's test it. I may have typed the password wrong, because yeah, I got fat fingers. Right. Okay. So connecting. Are we connecting? Let's have a look. Successfully connected to the Empire Strikes Back. Absolutely superb. So look, now we're on Wi-Fi. Now I'm just trying to think. Can I get into my MiSTer? Let me have a look, guys. I'm just going to check something quickly. And if we can get into it, it'll be nice. Let me see if my original kind of network that I use will let me in. Oh, no, maybe I haven't got Samba turned on. No, it shouldn't let me in. I may need to turn Samba on. Okay, we'll go into it via the other SD card, because I've got everything. Now, I can't remember with Samba, there's an issue that you need to kind of resolve. There's a spelling mistake or a typo that you need to go. Anime Otaku's got a really good MiSTer Helper app. So guys, if you get your MiSTer SuperStation One, check out Anime Otaku's MiSTer Companion app. All the next steps are very, very easy. Once you're at this part, it will do everything else for you. Samba, it will grab the update all script for you. Let's have a look at what other scripts they've got. So we've got update. Okay. Oh, wow, this is really cool. Right, let's just go. Okay, so it's got MiSTer Sam. Oh no, that's super attract mode, isn't it? I thought that. Okay, so let me see what happens if I go Samba on. Is it as simple as turning it on? I want to see if I've got access via network now, guys. So bear with me. I'm going to go to the folder that I've got here, which is the default name for the MiSTer FPGA. And obviously, if it says we're in, are we going in? No, we're not in yet. Okay, so maybe I can't remember how to set it up, to be honest. And this is where Anime Otaku's all-in-one thing really does come in handy. Right, okay, what else have we got here? Favorites as well, okay. Okay, so what's this stuff here? So there's another one here for Zapparoo. I like this, what, clean SD? I guess that maybe puts your SD card back to like default settings. That's interesting if you mess up your settings. That's the only thing I think that can be. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, RTC. Okay, so I'm not going to mess around with too much yet. I want to go to Zapparoo again because I just want to see if we can. I want to see what happens. I want to see if something happens with it. Okay, I think yeah, we've done this right. Can I scan a card now or something? No. Oh, not running. Okay, so it's not running. So there is something that I need to do with this. So maybe we'll come back to that right at another time. So I think now might be a good time to grab the SD card from another MiSTer FPGA and put it in here. So we're going to lose the wallpaper. We're going to lose some of the stuff here. Let me show you what we're going to lose. So you're going to see, so we're going to lose this homebrew folder, but I should have the vast amount of the games. Everything else is kind of going to be the same. This got 240 test suite on there, which I'm not sure if I've got it on all the different cores. We may use some of the stuff that's available in script. So guys, I am going to go ahead and turn this off. But what we can do, there's two buttons here. I thought that was reset, but apparently that's menu. Oh, here you go. So that just, there you go. That's a menu button. It's interesting because when you get this button feels like, it's the eject button on the PlayStation. Sorry, this button here, it feels like it's the eject button, right? So let's turn this off. And what's really cool over here, guys, sorry, I know you've lost the main display here. The SD card, it's very easy to take out and it doesn't fly out or anything. There you go. I've got the SD card out. Sorry, look at the little screen now. I need to put this safe somewhere, so don't want to lose this thing. Let me put it on my 8-bit though, guys. If I forget where I put it, I'll put it on my 8-bit though, the two big red buttons that let you copy and paste. And just for anyone out there, so I've got my 1.5, hopefully the focus is all right, 1.5 terabyte. Now, when you put your SD card in, don't put it in with the picture of, you know, the logo side up. You put it in with the shiny side up, right, with the contacts up, and that's where it goes. It goes right in there. And I have to say, I'm super impressed with this SD card port. Or either I've been very fortunate. There you go. Let's press the power button. So I'm very fortunate with this because what's happened is the SD card spring, it's just it's exactly as you would like it to be. It's not too, like, you're not really pushing it in there. And then I've had some that fly out, like my GPD Win 1 Mini, right? That one there, whenever I try and put an SD card in, when I take it out, that thing flew one day, man. I spent like 10 minutes looking for a bloody SD card. It flew out, nearly bloody took my eye out, man, with it. So yeah, so I was like, after that, I've been very paranoid when I'm pulling out SD cards. I'm being super careful. I'm like, oh, I need to push it slowly. It's gonna hit me in the eye. Try rebooting. Oh, sorry, man. I've done that on the. Oh, okay. Okay, so try rebooting for the Zapparoo. Okay, we can go back to the SD card again. Remember, guys, if I'm looking for it, it's on my 8-bit though, where it says, where it's, you know, the two big red buttons with the Commodore 64 controller, right? So we're here. We are now on my normal MiSTer SD card. What I kind of want to show you guys is I need to kind of do some real-time kind of prompting here, but just making sure that Wi-Fi is working. So what's really cool over here is, let me make sure the controller connects. Am I paired with this? I might need to pair it with this SD card again. Okay, that's interesting. So my DualSense isn't with that SD card, but that's easy enough. Let me bring my keyboard. Now, in order to do Bluetooth pairing, let me put this into pairing mode, which is the PlayStation button and the share button. It's kind of flashing at the moment, so let me turn that off, right? So bear with me, guys. I want to pair this DualSense with it. I'm just trying to turn it off now, and then I'm going to put it in pairing mode when I turn it on. If it decides to turn off, it's taking a heck of a long time to turn off. What the heck's going on here, man? Oh, here we go. Right, that's off now. So let me put it into pairing mode, holding these two buttons, and start flashing for me, man. Here we go. So now I'll press F11. F11, here you go. It should pair up really, really quickly. It's very, very good. Here we go. There we go. The DualSense is now paired with this. I forget. So maybe it's per kind of memory card. Now, right, let's have a look. Okay, finish. Okay, so we're in here. Sorry, what was I going to do? I was going to do something, right? But I completely bloody forgot. Okay, what was I going to do? What was the plan? All right. So, that's my keyboard that's just fallen down. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. So let's go with something that's really, really taxing, right? So let's just go straight out to consoles. Let's go to, okay, I haven't got the best controller connected at the moment. I could just connect a different one. Let's go to Nintendo 64. Let's go to this 94 megahertz plus, which is the cord that runs at 125 megahertz. One part of it, the other part runs at 94 megahertz. And let's go and we get high res hacks. Let's go for something like GoldenEye, right? And let's just run this. So we're pushing the MiSTer now to where it can. And hey guys, if you are enjoying this stream, then why not go ahead and press that like button, guys? Really, really does help out. Really helps out with the channel. And yeah, let's get the message of this SuperStation One out there, guys. For anyone that's just tuning in now, guys, I can tell you, I've handled a lot of MiSTers in my time, and hands down, this is the best one without a doubt. Without a doubt. So I'll tell you the ones I've got. I've got like a normal MiSTer stack with a original DE10 Nano with a case from MiSTerFPGA.co.uk. Great MiSTer. I've never had an issue with the sandwich stack. I like it. Then the next one I got was the MiSTer Add-ons aluminium case, another passively cooling one. Again, superb, absolutely brilliant, love it, right? Then I got the MiSTer Pi, and I've got that in a Todd Gill, really nice case that Todd Gill made. I like all of them. I think they're great. Now, the MiSTer Multisystem 2, I was supposed to be getting a review unit from them. Apparently I was on a list, but I guess my name just never came up. So I can't speak firsthand with the MiSTer Multisystem 2. I've never been in the same room as one. It would have been nice because I could have said, okay, here are the differences. But given the fact that it's 3D printed and it costs a bit more, I'm going to go that this is better value. I've got stuff that's 3D printed and it never feels as good as something that's injection molded. But again, I can't speak from experience. I mean, at one point I even offered, I said to them, look, if you want, meet me halfway, I'll pay half the money, and you guys have half, and they just said they're focusing on getting their customers their units. It would have been nice to have it. I mean, I don't need another MiSTer, but I would like to have run that on the channel. So the QM Tech one, I haven't had experience with, but just like the MiSTer Multisystem 2, everyone I know that has one speaks really highly of it. So the MiSTer, the MiSTer Multisystem 2 is something I wouldn't mind. If someone's close to me, I'd like to just do a couple of sessions with it, a stream, a couple of tests on it just to kind of get it. But out of all the ones that I have tried, if I had the choice of buying one and that's all I had, I'd go with a SuperStation One, because generally it's going to be cheaper and it's got so many great options on there, man. It looks great. Oh, that's what we were going to do. My bad. We were going to look at the folder because I've copied some files over. So what I'm going to do, let me just go to my MiSTer over in network where this one will work, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that as a window onto the display. So bear with me, guys. I'm just messing around with OBS here. So window capture, temp. Okay, let's just call it. Okay, I've given it a name. Here we go. Right, you can see that up there, right? That's cool. So that now is my file explorer window. Let's make it a little bit big. Let's get all of it in there. That's pretty big, right? You can see most of that. So what's really interesting is with the tacky stuff. So when I've got my, let's have a look. Okay, so that's my normal MiSTer INI file. And what I did was I just in case I want to go back, I just called it MiSTer.ini backup 28/02/2026, which is today's date. Yes, I've done it UK way. But you've got all these other files on here, which was these ones here. MiSTer RGSB.ini, MiSTer SVID.ini, and MiSTer YPBR. And I think this is what it's using when you go into when you use like all the multiple modes. So remember, you can put out via S-Video, via component, via composite, via the Sega Saturn port. All the if you had like 5 analog displays, you can output to 5 analog displays simultaneously, right? It's just one of those things that you can do. So they've got separate files on there for that. I think that's really, really good. It's got a README on there as well. But again, lots of like additional files on here. Well, some would be on my MiSTer anyway. What was interesting here though, there is oh no, that's on the other one. Sorry, on the other one there's a menu RBF. Right, let me get rid of this. I just wanted to show you guys that. But the main thing is these kind of extra video folders on here, and they're really good, because as soon as I connected it, and I haven't gone through like one of those adapters that I'm using on my normal MiSTer, because on my normal MiSTer I am going in via or coming out via VGA. And then when I come out via a VGA, what I actually do is, so I'll come out via VGA. I've got like this Mike Simone adapter thing, the Mike Simone. I'll show you what it is. So let me bring it out because it's here, and hopefully I can get it in front of the camera. Is the wire long enough? Okay, maybe you can see. You can see up top there. That's a VGA cable connected into that, guys. Yeah, I can't really pull it out anymore, right? So that's that a VGA goes into this adapter, and then S-Video goes from here into the back of my PVM, right? So there's a little bit of so I had to do that in order to get my MiSTer working on this PVM. But with the SuperStation One, you don't need any additional adapters or anything. All I did was I just pulled the S-Video cable out, and the S-Video cable just works straight away. So it kind of, you don't need to buy extra stuff now in order to get it to work. Because I was wondering, I thought if I use it with the S-Video cable, is it going to come out black and white? Is that what I'm going to get? You know, am I going to have like not the visuals that I would like to have? You know, there'll be an issue with it. But yeah, I didn't need anything extra. The S-Video goes in, it goes into the PVM. Whatever they've done, whatever additional stuff they've done a really good job of it. It just works straight out. Right, let's have a quick look at chat. Look. Oh yeah, no, I don't have a gun con. No, I don't. I wish if I had a gun con, I'd love that. I mean, I don't know how much fun it'll be playing on a tiny PVM. So I've got a Sinden light gun that obviously I can use with a modern display, which is fine. Like, no issues there. Man, okay, let's have a look. Yeah, man, I like the MiSTer stack. No issues with the MiSTer stack. This one here is just really, really nice. It's definitely bigger than the MiSTer stack, but the MiSTer stack's obviously a little bit higher, but not much higher than that. So the smallest footprint is still something you're gonna have with like a MiSTer stack. That's without saying. Right, let's have a look. Okay, so we're running this high res one. Let's go. So I'm playing this on a DualSense, right? So I don't know how good the controls are going to be on here, but let's give it a little bit of shot and let's run GoldenEye. Look, you can see the frames per second there. Now, this one generally performs well on any MiSTer. Remember, this is a single SD RAM MiSTer. It's not a dual SD RAM MiSTer. Glad all you need. Yeah, man, that's all you literally need. You don't need to invest in another. That adapter there, to be honest, I was going to buy it from a website, and it was like £30, but then delivery and taxes, like it was coming up to like almost £50 if I remember, or £45 or something. And I was like, nah, man, I don't want to. Oh, cool, that's where that is. Oof. Right, so I was like, no. And then a friend of mine was like, look, I'm not using mine. I'll just give it to you for free. So I think I ended up just sending them like 10 or 20 pounds. I was like, look, let me pay you something for it. And they just sent it out to me. And that's how I got footage on that's how I got my PVM working. But to be honest, the PVM is just too small for me to really enjoy. It's more of a novelty. Like, it's nice. I like it a lot. But it's definitely without a doubt like what you call a novelty. All right. Let's have a look. All right, okay. Man, I've got some crazy neighbor, man. It's like 9:30 at night here, and they've decided to do some sandpapering on their wall. I mean, I'm not sleeping now, but when I finish the stream, if they're still doing it, I'm gonna look. It's sleep time. Do stuff during the day, you know, like just absolutely just nuts. All right, let's have a look. Okay, so look, Golden. Oh wow, GoldenEye is 15 frames a second. Wow. Okay, I'm pretty sure we got a higher frame rate on a normal MiSTer. I don't remember it being that lowish, or was it that low? I can't remember. But hey, at least we can see the numbers here. You can always compare it with any other videos that I've done previously. Or, oh no, I've got the, yeah, no, this is the same SD card that I ran on the other one. Okay, let's have a look. Oof. See, I really like playing Nintendo 64 with, what was it, with an actual Nintendo 64 controller, with the NSO controller. That's my favorite one for playing Nintendo 64. So, let's have a look. And yeah, I'll tell you what I like about this as well. The memory card slot is good. And I know with my MiSTer Sandwich, I have to turn it upside down and when I put the SD card in, because most people out there have, we'll press the alarm, he pressed it, it's too late. Most people out there have dropped the SD card inside the sandwich and you have to like dismantle your entire MiSTer FPGA and then get that SD card out. That's happened to like everyone out there. You know what I want to do? I want to see if we get a better frame rate on like the no intro GoldenEye, because that is kind of low, right? Let's have a look. Okay, let's just go GoldenEye USA. Let's have a look here. I'm wondering whether the high res kind of lowers the frame rate. Is legendary? It is legendary. Yeah. Mata. Yeah. Legendary Axe is my theme song, man. I like that little jingle. I've just rocked it for years, man. Who else we got here? Yeah, your MiSTer was the same. Oh, was it the same? Oh, well, thanks, Ronan. Appreciate the facts there. Okay, so that's fine. It's performing as well as it is. I remember we got a really good. We've got a really good frame rate on Perfect Dark. You know, that performance patch that we had, so we can run that performance patch of Perfect Dark as well. That should be fun. Right, okay, there we go. Right, okay. So this is not the high res version. This is the normal version. I feel like my channel is all about the first level and so many darn games out there, man. Wicked, thanks Ronan, appreciate you, man, thank you. Right, let me take a little sip of my drink, guys. I was tired today. I'm not really an energy drink guy, but I've gone for a strawberry monster. Yeah, the high res version is so much better. You can, those guys aren't just like a blob when they're far away. Let's get to the truck and see if the high res tanks the frame rate somewhat. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like around the same. I saw the high res one hitting as low as 15, and I guess this one's around that as well. Right, okay, that's interesting. Let's go to, let me know what else you guys want to see tested on here as well, by the way, guys. So what we're going to do is, was it my hacks? Yeah, Perfect Dark Performance hack. Okay, that's cool. Perfect Dark Performance, and we can bring the performance overlay up and we can check that out. Saturn, Takumi, we can do Saturn. Thank you for putting in block capitals, guys. It helps out. When there's a lot happening in chat, it's very, very easy to miss stuff for me. So if you just put a game or a chord that you want in block capitals, it will stand out, and we'll do that. No worries, we're gonna move straight on to Saturn next. In fact, what I'm gonna do as well then is we're gonna try something. I'm gonna grab my M30 controller. There you go, and for anyone out there that's got a few different 8-bit DOE controllers, I strongly recommend just putting a sticker underneath it. I mean, you can print something, you don't have to be a a Jippo like me. But you can just I've put M30 under mine. So let's stick that in there. That's what she said. Oh man, I'm sticking it since I couldn't. Oh, let me say it. Let's stick that in there. That's what she said. I love my laugh button, right? Okay, let me get that controller. I'll get that controller ready when it's time. So let's bring up the overlay. What's happened there? Why is it? Okay, cool. Okay, let me turn it off until we start the game. Okay, so oh, by the way guys, what's the audio like? Because I bought a new mic. I bought the DJI Mic 3 because I like a wireless mic. So I bought this one here because the one I used before was good, but it was very hard to put the windshield on there. So I've got one of them connected. That's the other one there. But yeah, oh wicked man, that's really, really good to hear. Thanks Chris Mullen. And hey Chris Mullen, long time, hope you've been well buddy. So let's go ahead and look at the performance. Oh, so we've got the normal frame rate on there. Let's see if that kind of matches that as well. Okay, it's around the same ballpark, right? So we've got the normal one on there and we've got this one on there. I'll tell you what, it's not actually bad playing it on a DualSense where you've got the right analog stick set as the C buttons. So you almost have like a dual stick game like that. I remember I used to play stuff like that before I got the NSO controller. Right, okay, is it that button? Yeah, is that button? Okay. Yeah, where you going? Okay. What's this looking like? Okay, I'm looking at the inbuilt one over here because that's easier to look at. But yeah, generally this game does perform better on this overclocked version of the core. Okay, let's do the. I think it's become tradition to fail this mission by. Oh, you know what? I didn't want it to finish a sentence. Okay, right, okay, so now let's get out of here. I know I'm a bad guy, but it's become tradition. This is what I usually do. So let me turn this controller off by holding down that button. And then, now with the 8-bit Dowdle M30 controller, it's very, very fidgety. It's like if you first turn it on and you start moving stuff on there, it locks into this thing where, so this is the controller that I'm using. So if I switch it on now, right, so that's on. If I start moving it now, it's gonna lock. Let's see if I can do that. Nope, it's worked all right. So what happens, it will lock like that when I let go of the controller, but it seems to be okay today, so that's good. Thank you, 8-bit Dowdle, for that one. Right, so let's go, so I was gonna say Sonic. Let's go Sega Saturn now. Okay, so what have I got? Have I got a new one? So that's 03 of October. Oh, so the unstable one I've got is from the 29th of December. Let's go with the latest unstable core. I should have the latest, what is it? I should have the latest unstable, or one of the latest ones anyway, the MiSTer main. Can you touch and feel your SuperStation? Please don't feels. Oh, let's have a look. Let's actually touch it. No, guys, it's not hot like it. Okay. So I'll tell you exactly how hot this is, right? It's as hot as in you can tell that it is on. It's something that when you put your hand on it, you can go, okay, this is actually on, right? It is not something that is off, right? But it is not hot at all, man. It's not like I'm touching it going, ow, my punchancha. Nothing like that, right? I'm literally touching it. You know what? It's a nice warm. Like if it were nice, it's not even as hot as the air that comes out the Steam Deck. Like it's. Oh man, I've got a face. So when I do interviews now, if my guest wants to have a camera on, I'm gonna have the camera on. I haven't really got. It's just I'm working from my bedroom, so I don't want to turn it around in case you see all the toys that I have in the bedroom. No, I mean He-Man and stuff, man. There's a game coming out, you dirty folk. But no, it's not. Oh baby, you like it when I do that, huh? Well, you know what? Who's gonna turn up here now? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Hold on. There you go, Karen and Terminator. But yeah, guys, it's not hot at all concerning, and I don't think I've got the fan in my one, right? I don't think I have, or have I? I should really check that. I don't think I've got the fan in mine. I think I've got the passive cooling one, unless there's one in there, because I've just been looking in through there. I haven't opened it up yet. There could be a personal message in there for me, because I did say to Taki, oh, you know what? Can you, ages ago, can you do a, well, what was the menu for this? Was it over 2 button, right? I said, could you put like a personal message in there? And he laughed and he said, yeah, why not? But I don't know if he did or he didn't. Let's just see what happens. But yeah, touching it, guys, it is not hot at all. It's not hot at all. Like, it is. The only thing, yeah, best way to describe it is you can tell that this is powered on, right? This is powered on, and that's what you can tell. Let's have a look. Right, okay, so right, so let's run a game. I can't remember the taxing games on here now, to be honest. So let's go USA. Okay, let's go. You know what? Let's do a little fighting game. Let's see what we got on the Street Fighter. Yeah, we could do Street Fighter Alpha do, and this is where on this controller here, whenever I move it right, so if I do a Hadouken, for some reason, look, this I do a Hadouken, and I guess that's kind of carrying top corner when I do that. And I always end up jumping. It's the reason I'm not the biggest fan of this controller. Can you hear the fan? Do you know what, Phil? I don't even know if I've got a fan in mine, you know? I'm not sure. Let me, give me 1 sec. I want to see, I don't know where I'll be able to see the fan, right? But is there a fan in there? I haven't opened it up yet. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to see it from my phone. But there's nothing, I don't know if there's a fan in there or not. There might be a fan in there, you know? But whatever it is, it's not loud. I'm not hearing anything loud here. I can confirm later whether I've got a fan or not, especially when I open it or something. But you know what? I don't think there is a fan in there because, like, okay, so when I got this from Taki, it comes through as, so it didn't come through as in, like, so for example, the MiSTer Pi, I think Taki just sent it to me and it came to me, but I don't remember getting like a Retro Remake email saying that it's en route. But this time when I got it from Taki, I think Taki only offered it installed. Okay. So I think we're what was it? Where this time I literally got it as an order. So when Taki said, oh, by the way, the media units are going out this week, right? I got an email from Retro Remake and DHL and all the rest of it. So the Retro Remake was, this is your item that's gone out. And the only one I got, the only thing it said in there was that I have got the SuperStation One. It didn't say the fans because it still had the price on there. It said $149.99 or whatever, but it had the minus next to it, as in basically that's the price, but it's a minus for you. So basically it was zero, right? But it was like, this is the price minus, kind of like the way a company would said something. If you get something for free, it will tell you that this item is, you know, £100 minus 100, right? So it was like minus 149. So I got it for free essentially, but yeah, I don't think the fan's in there because I think that fan would have been on there. It would have said, oh, 149 Founders Edition, $3 for the fan, right? But it didn't say that on there. So it's not got a fan in it, and I honestly don't think you need a fan in there, right? Because I've got a passive called MiSTer Add-ons one, the aluminium case, absolutely fantastic. The MiSTer Multi-System 2, they've added a fan, but that's more for peace of mind. You know, Richard specifically told me that, and I've seen him mention that as well. So the fan is only there for peace of mind. And that's it, because some people they just want that, right? They just want a fan. It's like, oh, I need a fan, it's gonna overheat. That's under maybe a specific scenario, it may help. Like, I'm all good with it, man. I mean, I don't even use the correct charger with it. I'm literally using my Google Pixel charger. It works absolutely fine. Now I know I can use a lower voltage one and that will likely give me a better result. But honestly, I'm actually good using this Pixel charger that I've got. It just works with it, man. I've got it in there, man. But I'm so tight for space, I've had to move. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, if you look at the top right, you can see the more 4K upscaler there. That's where the SuperStation One is where the more 4K sits. And I've got space at the bottom where temporary consoles go. So the SuperStation One would be a temporary MiSTer for me. But I wanted to show you guys on the PVM I wanted to do, I wanted to do a special stream for this one because it is very, very special. However, I have to say though, the PVM's not coming out that good, and that's just because of the cheap camera I've got. It's a camera that I've used for work meetings and stuff. It's like a cheap Logitech one, plus 720p. I mean, it's good for just like meetings and that's what I'm using for that. So maybe later on I'll invest in a better camera. So if you do want me to invest in better equipment, then become a channel member and join my Patreon. Absolutely superb. Right, okay, let's do this. So let's have a quick game of this on here. Again, we're running the Sega Saturn core. Oh, okay, maybe I need to do buttons for this. No, I shouldn't do. This is my memory card. Why is... Okay, let's have a look. Maybe I've missed... Okay. A, B, C. Okay, start, R, X, Y, Z, L. Hold on a minute. Am I in the arcade version of Alpha? I don't think I am. No, I can't be. Why have they got a coin button? That's really weird. I didn't know this had a coin button. Wow, okay, no, this is very, very weird. Why the Saturn never had a coin? Oh, it must be STV. So is there an additional button here I can use? I don't think there is for coin. Okay, that's weird. But anyway, let me skip that because I don't need that just yet. Let's go save that. Okay, why is... Okay, that's very bizarre. Let me go back into menu. Let me give it a reset. Very, very weird. Okay, I don't know what's going on there with my Saturn thing. Let's look. You got a point. No, you know what? No, my Analog 3D, I use the charger that came with it because the Analog 3D is not a permanent in my setup. The only things I have permanently in my setup is my normal single SD RAM MiSTer, the Switch 1 and Switch 2 dock, and my Dreamcast. That's it. Everything else like Nintendo 64, PlayStation 2, Wii U, anything else that I use, just I'll put it and I'll pack it into a box in a cupboard, like literally on my side. They were all on the floor at one point, but I think it drove my wife nuts, right? So what's going on? Why? Okay, so let me make sure. So I just want to make sure that something is... So what's on the hardware? Okay, no, that's fine. Why was the start button not working? Very, very bizarre. So start R. No, we don't want coin. What else is there? Okay, no. So that coin has to be for the STV. It's the only thing that makes sense. So let me load that again. So I want to see why that wasn't working, right? So let me go ahead and reset that a second. Right, okay. Why is it that the start button wasn't working? Oh, that's weird. We'll try a PlayStation Snack as well in a second as well, guys. Make sure that is all working. Doom 64, yeah, no, Matt, no worries. If we go back to the N64 core, absolutely. Doom 64 is quite dark though, so it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one to play, to be honest. But yeah, we can give that a shot. Why not? And we can even try it on the turbo card. Just make sure that like this is working. It's very, very weird. I've not seen the coin button in the Saturn core before. I might just go back to the normal core. Maybe there's something up with this this version of this. Okay. No, so I can't. Okay, that's very weird, right? I'm gonna go core and I'm gonna load up the vanilla Saturn core, which might be this one here. Let's just see what that does. And I'm kind of adamant. I wanna try. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna try. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll just try a different game. Hold on. Let's go Japan. 02. Let's go 03, which is Alpha 3. For anyone that's not aware, 0 Japanese name, Alpha non-Japanese name. Right, let's have a look. Any reason to get this if you own? Do you know what? Make Believe TV, absolutely zero. If you have an original MiSTer FPGA, unless you want an additional MiSTer FPGA and you want some of the perks that come with the SuperStation One, like all the analog outputs straight out of the box without any faffing around, snack for PlayStation built in, you just want the form factor. If you just want to play MiSTer and you don't care about the form factor, there is zero reason to get this. Absolutely zero reason to get this. Really, really, like none. Like there's zero. absolutely zero. I know a lot of people that have a MiSTer, they want to get themselves another MiSTer for convenience. So I get that. Yeah, man, Dreamcast is there. It's actually under. I don't want to move the camera because I've got a. Okay, this is really bizarre. I don't know what's going on here. Let me look at buttons again. So I just want to see if I can. I'm gonna skip L. I'm gonna make L coin. No. So guys, I don't know why I can't press the start button on it. That's very weird. Unless obviously, let me try something here. 1 second, guys. Let me make sure. Let me set this 8-bit Dowdle controller in the menu. So if we go here, I don't know why, but my start button isn't working. So that's really weird. Okay, down. Okay, so we haven't got an analog stick on this. So okay, so okay. Okay, and I think that's that. Right, let's go back to the Saturn core. I don't know why I'm having this issue, right? Do you know what? Just for good measure, what I'm gonna do, let me go to an arcade game. Let's just go and let's go to one of the Street Fighter games. We'll go Street Fighter Alpha 2 because we're kind of on that for a bit, right? I just want to make sure my start button is actually working in the arcade games, and then I want to go back to the Saturn core just to kind of make sure that that works. Now, I may need to do my buttons on this. If not, I'm going to try a different controller just to see what's happening kind of here. Right, let's have a look. Oops. Okay, so that doubles up as the same button. That's annoying. Okay, cool. Right. Okay. So, no. Okay, so the start, it's not a hardware issue because start's working here, but why the heck is it not working in the Sega Saturn core? That's very, very bizarre. I don't understand that. I've not come across that issue before. I want to try and kind of resolve it on here. I don't know what's going on here. Hey, it's Crazy Taxi. Let me see. I can't even pick my Dreamcast up. I've got everything kind of set. And I'm getting beat by Dan. Right, there you go. That means it's time to go back to the Sega Saturn core. So let's try. I don't know why my start button isn't working there. That is super duper bizarre, right? You know what I'm gonna do? Because 2 buttons on this controller kind of double up as 1. So define. Okay, so okay, so I've got a 2-button combo for the menu. So let's go back to Saturn. Okay, let's just, well, I don't know what okay, no, let's go with this one, the one with date next to it. That's like a stable version. Dan the Man, I got battered by Dan the Man. Yeah, Chris Mullen, man. Mum's all right. I put her to bed before. My daughter, I've told my daughter, I said, look, I got the SuperStation One. I'm doing a stream. Like, if she tries to knock on the door or gets up or gets confused, please deal with her. And she said to me, what's the SuperStation One? I said, you're not my daughter anymore. No, I'm joking. All right, that's the thing there. All right, so let's go back to USA. I want my start button to work. That's very, very bizarre there. I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is. That's a very, very weird issue. I might just try a different controller in a second. I might go back to the trusty DualSense and see what that kind of gives me on here. So let's okay, we loaded the game, didn't we? So let's go for a reset. sometimes you just need to reset this core. Yeah, my internet is crazy slow and your controller is funky. FBI is hacking us. Yeah, more than likely, man, more than likely. Let's have a look. I just want the start button to work. It's very, very bizarre, and I can't work it out why the start button isn't working. It's baffling me. Like it's baffling me on that one there. Yo, LSD Scott, how you doing there, man? Thank you for dropping by. It would be MI5. Yeah, it would be, man. Right, let's have a look. Come on now. Let me start the game. Be a good Saturn core. Be a good Saturn core. Okay. All right. Right, I want to skip the L button and I'm just going to give L coin. I don't know why we've got that as a coin. That's very, very bizarre. I can only think it's to do with... right, this is very frustrating. Let me run another game for the Saturn now. I want to do buttons again and this time get rid of coin. Very, very weird. I honestly don't know why my start button isn't working. It's very, very bizarre. But I want to try it on a different controller after. Let's go and load a different game. Let's just just trying to let's have a look. Oh, okay. Okay, let's just go bubble. Now I want start to work. I really, really do. I really can't understand it. This is a very, very weird issue. I've never come across an issue like that. Yeah, our CPS2 looks absolutely amazing, but it's really bugging me now because I don't know what this issue is. And you know, I don't want to say it's the hardware if it's something on my side. So I'm going to try a different controller after to see if start works. So let's see if start works on this. Okay. Very, very bizarre. No. But we know the start button itself works because we tried it on an arcade core. And I don't think I've like changed mode or done anything special on this. So let's have a look. When we get up to the title screen, let's see what happens. No, it's not having it. It is not having it. So you know what I'm going to do? Okay, let's try one thing here. I'm going to turn this controller off. I'm going to turn it off. And I'm going to switch it back on. All right, let's have a look. So we're going to switch it back on. And then I'm going to boot into the Saturn core. Get the snack on. All right, yeah, absolutely. Let's do that with a bit of PlayStation. I think that's a good idea. Just get the snack on. You couldn't control the menus with it. I did try it off camera when I was like setting stuff up and doing things. So look, okay, so let's now turn this on. Okay, wow, it's connecting very, very quickly to this, quicker than my MiSTer, to be honest, and I can't explain why. However, the bloody start button's not working on a Saturn core. So let's have a look. Okay, let's see. Come on, just let me start a darn game, man. Okay, let's see. Come on. Reset the pad, remove the dongle. Oh, that's a good shout, actually. Maybe we can try that. Cool. I mean, I did turn it off, so that's essentially the same as removing the dongle, right? We've cut power from it. It's not working, anything like that. Let's see what happens. I'm going to try a different controller, Takumi. I just want to see if I can get this bloody working. Let's see. I mean, usually turning it off and on just kind of works. Yeah, definitely IT crowd. Good show, actually. Like that one a lot. Okay. Now, make sure the buttons are done. This should be. Nah, start's not working. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go back to the DualSense controller. I like playing the Saturn with this 8-bit Dowdle M30 controller. Let's see if it's an issue with the M30 of some kind, or if it's an issue with the core and head. Now guys, for the record, I've not experienced this issue anywhere else. So really weird. I don't have to do buttons for this now. So buttons are going to be all over the place. But let's go start. R, X, Y, Z, L. Oh, okay. Coin. Okay, right. Buttons are messed up, but let's have a look. No, not with a DualSense either. Right. Okay. Again, I'm going to switch this off again. Very, very bizarre. I don't know. Yo, Ash, how you doing, man? Ash, running into an issue here, right? The start button isn't being picked up by the Sega Saturn core on the SuperStation One, but I don't know what the issue here can be. I don't know if it's down to something with the SuperStation One itself, the configuration. I mean, it's definitely a software issue. I don't think this is going to be something that's hardware. Let me turn this DualSense on again. Let's go in here. Sorry, I'm getting a bit obsessed with this core. But let's go back to the unstable version. I don't think it really matters here. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's really weird. Really, really weird. We know the start button works because I ran an arcade game and it worked for me. I just could not get it working here. I mean, I've got I can't dig it out now, but I have got a Saturn controller and I've got the snack for it as well. So let me just make sure. Okay, A, B, C. Okay, start, R, X, Y, Z, L, coin. Right, let's have a look. No idea what's going on here. So okay, let's go here. I want a game. I need it here. Okay, I heard that some cores connect directly to the snack first, like PS1. Controller pulls the snack. If you have an original PS1 wired controller, I have, yeah. We'll try that in just a second there, buddy. It looks funny though with that 8-bit dongle popping out. Almost looks like the memory card slots are a couple of eyeballs, and the SuperStation One is a big creamy nose popping out. All right. Nah, start's just not doing it, man. Oh. Hold on, guys. You know what the issue is? I think I figured out what the issue is. I was playing this last time. Swap joysticks, smack off. Look at that. Can you see that? Can you see? I'm really sorry, guys. This is why pad is off. Now digital's here. We should be good. There you guys, work straight away. So guys, whoever watched that was the error. And you know why I've got that on there? Let me go back to the 8-bit Dowdle controller. Right. I can't believe that. Apologies for that, guys. We should have checked that. Right, I'll tell you why that happened. Recently, there was keyboard support for the Sega Saturn added, and I think that's the last Saturn video that I did. It was support for the keyboard. And so what I essentially ended up doing was, well, hey, at least we know it's not an issue here, right? So we've gone back to pad. Let's now go in and save settings. And now I want to go... right, okay, let's go here. And now we should be good with Alpha 2. So there you go. That was it over there. So there was a keyboard compatibility was added to the core, and I actually turned it to keyboard, and I've done a video on that. And obviously I didn't put it back to pad after, and maybe like now for some reason it stopped to like nothing as well. So at least that one's kind of done. Oh, is Scott going, man? No worries, man. Got to go to Costco, pick up a prescription. No worries. All the best, buddies. Thank you for stopping by. Right, the buttons should be done now. Start should be working here. So very, very weird. Just when I thought, I was like, wow, is there an issue here? Is there an issue with the Saturn core? Something in the setup? It was actually human error, right? And stack essentially 14 resistors on the MiSTer official IO board. Here we go. We're in. We are in. So Saturn's working absolutely superb. By the way, guys, if you're just tuning in, everything's working in here. I've done a classic pixel and I've just messed things up. But hey, we've fixed them after. By the way, Coin Op Karen is not a selectable character, as much as you'd like to pick her. Yo, wicked. Now, rolling, man. Dude, thank you for always popping by. Right, let's go. Manual, yeah. Turbo. Right, let's take a sip of my drink. Most errors occur between the chair. Yeah. Man, I make errors as well. The thing is, I'm always messing about with the MiSTer with different things. So sometimes, like, I'll change something and I'll forget. And this was a. Oh wow. Nope. Okay, guys, there's something cool. Coin Op Karen, man. Coin Op Karen wants to bring us CPS free, man. It's what she wants to do. Okay, let's run some other Saturn games because, yeah, we kind of killed a little bit of the stream's momentum there with that thing there. Right, let's have a look. What's like a killer? It's not the killer games on this system. Let's run something like this, right? Virtua Fighter 2, because we know the 3D games with single SD RAM have slowed down, and we know we're gonna get that. But exactly how much of this slowdown are we gonna get? Oh, by the way, guys, I've got a backup drink as well for when I run out of that. This here is homemade lemonade. My wife makes it for me. Fresh lemons and some sugar and stuff, and she puts it in there, and it's bloody delicious, man. Absolutely love it. So that's a nice drink. Got to say the SS1 looks well. It's Sniper Mic. Honestly, it feels amazing on the hand. Like it's very nicely put together. I have to say, very impressed with it. Very professional. Very good finish. Everything on it is just wicked. Absolutely wicked on here. Now we're firing in all cylinders. Yeah, man. Let's have a look. So we've got 8-bit Dowdle controller. Yeah, guys, it's not. Yeah, the heat on this is like. Yeah, it's like you can tell it's on. It's nowhere near concerning. And look, I've had devices that really heat up. So where I'm into like my handheld PCs, and I have been for a long time. I started with a GPD Win 1, Win 2. I skipped the 3, then I went to GPD Win Max 2020 or 2021, the next year's model. Then I went Win Max 2. Then I went a different model of Win Max 2, and I'm currently on the GPD Win Mini. So some of those ones got really hot. Like certain parts of it were very hot, and it was hard to hold, right? So I know what it's like working with something that is hot but not dangerously hot, but it's gonna be uncomfortable in your hands, right? But this isn't anything like that. So you know, if you hear anyone saying, "Oh, it's hot, it's doing this," I remember with like the MiSTer FPGA, there was some weird people around that were obviously upset with MiSTer, and they started rumors that like a MiSTer caught fire or something. Like the amount of nonsense that you get out there, man. I mean, these are rated for like I think at least 100 degrees, and they kind of run, and you can see there's a lot of like the way this case is designed. There's a lot of space in there for that. Well, it's not, everything's not crammed together, so you've got space for it to move around or whatever, right? It's cool. So see, look on the CRT, this looks superb, even though you're not seeing it superb on the CRT because of the camera that I've got. I may invest in a better camera down the line at some point. Sniper mic, kind of the same thing. You know what, guys, by the way, Electron Ash is freaking awesome, man. Guy works on a lot of stuff, man. It's actually because of him. He was the guy that started off the STV side on the Sega Saturn. You know, he was the one that initiated it, done a lot of the work on it, and other people contributed as well. And yeah, he was, you know, he's a guy that gets a lot of stuff going, so it's really, really cool. Right, you know what, where someone said PlayStation, I want to go PlayStation now. So what I want to do now is I'm going to reboot. I'm going to turn this controller off, the dual senses off as well. And what I'm going to do is let's go. So what we'll do to start off with, we'll go into, I wanted to use the PlayStation 1 controller, but you know what? I think I want to use this one because this one looks closer to the color of that. I don't know exactly how identical it is. It's definitely like a different shade. So let's plug this in. So let's just, there you go. And so look, we haven't got any control yet, and I don't get the light come on. I was kind of expecting that, or does it? Oh, it does come on. All right, that's if you turn the analog on. There you go. The light comes on, so we know power is going to that. That's cool. I'm going to turn that off because I am not an analog guy, right? So now we are gonna. So what we'll do is I'm gonna try and run this as snack. So let's go PlayStation. PSX, let's just run the latest, just a stable version. I should have run Update All actually, because Update All got a PlayStation update. So that's really, really cool, because people like Kuba J and others have been adding stuff to it. So guys, here we are running this controller. So let's see how this goes. Are we, so do I need to turn snack on in the menu? Sorry, I don't use snack often enough. So okay, is it over here? Oh, here we go, snack port 1. Okay, so let's go with this. Ah, here you go. Right, I don't use snack often enough. I wonder, okay, what's going to be interesting here? Let me just check something now. No, okay. Oh, that's really cool, because snack is speaking directly to the core. It's like, look, I can move that. All right, so let's load the CD. I know someone said it, that we should run Symphony of the Night, and absolutely we should. So let's give that a little bit of a play. I think we just passed it. Got so many different versions on here. I can't remember which one. Okay, let's go with this one here. I don't know what will hopefully it's just a normal version one at least. Hey guys, if you are enjoying this stream, and I really do apologize about the Saturn blunder over there, do press that like button. Do it for beautiful coin up Karen over there while we are loading Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and we are playing it using snack. And again, this is why I stand by my statement of I haven't had a massively amount of time to review it. In fact, I unboxed it earlier, and the most I've played this machine is what you've seen on this stream, right? And the finish on there, the fact that you can just plug in the memory cards, PlayStation themed, all the analog outputs, and the bloody price. You can't get, yes guys, we're at 69 likes. Please don't do any more likes. We want to keep this at 69 likes. Don't ruin it. Do not press that like button. Okay, cool. Let's have a look. Okay, so wow, okay, I should use snack a little bit more. So using a PlayStation controller, just keep sharing it here. That's what we're doing. Kind of happy we've got a camera on. Right, okay. So I haven't got a memory card. If I had a memory card, it would have been interesting to get one. So can't remember all the stuff here, man. All right, that's 3 minutes 55 in, so we shouldn't be. And again, what? Ah, who bloody ruined it with the 70 likes, man? Come on. Oh, that's the secret room down there, right? Oops. Oh, I think this is one of them hacks where got banging soundtrack here. We got it. Oh, what happened there? Huh? Oh, sorry. Something's happened with my display. My bad. all this smart bloody TVs. They're trying to tell me to pair up with something else. I was like, something happened to the SuperStation One. It didn't. Hey, look, this is the one where, okay, so this is that hack where the castle's all messed up. Okay, I press start to skip it here. You do get that in the hacks for this game. Oh, this game is absolute art, man. Never played the game back. Oh, yeah, you know, it's a wicked game, Ash, man. I played it back in the day, and I always like replaying it. I never finish it. I stop playing it when I get near the end. Yeah, everything's changed in this one, man. This isn't. I'd rather play the original, to be honest. Look, everything. Okay, let's right. So with Snack, obviously we can't bring up the menus or anything with that, so need to have my keyboard handy. Let's see what else we've got for the PlayStation. What was Dowdle Patchy like on here? On the PlayStation? I don't think I've tried it on the PlayStation before. And again, do you know what I'm going to try and do now? Is I'm going to try and I'm going to pull this one out while the game's loading. Let's see. Okay, that's in there nice and sturdy, but not too hard. Where you see that there, I kind of done it without standing up and like really kind of holding it steady and whatnot. So let me go in for an analog controller, and that's what we're going to do. So is it telling us that there's not a controller connected or something? Let's have a look. Sorry. I hate knots in my wires, and I don't know, man. My wife, whenever you give her some wires or something, all of a sudden there's knots in there, man. Like you give her headphones, wired headphones, and she just ruins them, man. I'll tell her sometimes, like, look, they're expensive headphones. Like, you know, you've just ruined them. So now I just buy cheap ones on AliExpress anytime she wants a wired controller. So now I've plugged in, I don't know if I've even tried this one, you know. I bought this from CEX because a while ago it was £3 in there, and I was like, okay, so there you go, it's working. I think I did actually try it actually. So let's go. Let's see. I think I've got some visual effects on, by the way, on here, but we'll leave them on unless they're looking really bad to you. I played the level. How's, oh man, Sniper Mike, I was tempted to pick that up, man, but it's bloody £60 on the Switch. And I don't mind, I picked up the Final Fantasy game recently and I played like 1 hour of it and I haven't gone back. And I've also got to play, what is it I've got to play? Not just Final Fantasy, yeah, Final Fantasy. I've got to play the other bloody Resident Evils, man. I've got to play Resident Evil 7. I've got to play myself Resident Evil 8. You know, I've got them all. I've got them on Steam, and I've had some of them since launch, man. And it's like I want to buy 8 because it just looks wicked. Yo, was that Sniper Mike? How you doing? Sorry, sorry, I already said hello to you. Yeah, so yeah, Sniper Mike, I would pick it up. I might wait for it to get cheaper. Guys, this snack thing though for the PlayStation, it's very, very convenient. For PlayStation stuff, it's super convenient. But I would like to have, you know, like the option to use this in other calls as well. No, Taki's put it in there because we've seen him navigate through the menus on that. it wasn't in there straight out of the box. Unless obviously there's an option or something I need to turn on. Now remember guys, like I am quite ignorant with this stuff. We just demonstrated that with a Sega Saturn call where I was like, start isn't working, and I couldn't figure it out until I realized that I'd done a video on keyboards, the keyboard support working with the Sega Saturn core, and then I was like, okay. Then we had a look at the inputs and we saw that there was nothing there. So naturally, even though I'd done all the buttons, it just wouldn't let me start the game, because I told the core, well, you don't have a button in you, so how are you supposed to work? So beautiful looking shmup this. A real shame about IGS PGM, you know, we had a new developer, unknown, just started on there, done some of the work, and then next thing they just kind of disappeared, man. So shame there, man, shame, because there's some Dowdle patchy games on that one. I think it's number 2, was it B something, B Attack, Be Yourself, whatever. B-Storm, I think it's called B-Storm, Dowdle patchy number 2. I've got to do a video on Dowdle patchy Resurrection. The publishers actually sent me a review code on Steam. They sent me one before for that other game, that insect one, and I really liked it. And the thing is, they're so nice. Like, other people are like, would you like a code? If you do a video, we'll send you a code. And if I like the look of the game and I want to do a video on it, I'll take them up on the offer. But these ones, they just send me the code. They go, hey, look, we've sent you a code. If you do a video, we'll be on it. If not, enjoy the game. And like, the thing is, when they do that, if I take the code, I'm definitely going to do a video, because they're nice. And I don't want to exploit people, right? And I don't want to take advantage of their kindness. I'm like, look, they've sent it to me. They've made a good game. I'm going to do it. B-Storm, wicked, thank you. So yeah, I've got Dowdle patchy Resurrection. I'll probably do one during the week. One of the other reasons I bought the DJIs is it's very easy to put the windshield on there, so I can actually take my little laptop in bed and play games and do videos on this. So it's a workflow for me. When I'm chilling a bit, I can still do some videos. There's a lot of arcade games like hidden gems that I want to cover. It's mainly the FPGA stuff that does well on my channel, but I do want to broaden out a little bit to arcade stuff, right? Okay, let's guys, do let me know if you want to see anything. Let me see. Ash is a head crab junkie. Yeah. I've never had like crabs or any sexually transmitted diseases, but I guess you need to have more sex to do that. But you know, now I'm a married guy, happily married, never cheated on my wife or anything like that. But you know, I'm talking about before the days of marriage. I was a good guy. All right, okay. I don't know what else to run for the PlayStation. I want to just run something that's very, very cutting edge. You know what? I'm just going to run this a second, because on YouTube, when you put your stream, you can name a game, and the first game that came into my head for PlayStation was like Final Fantasy VII Slap Happy Rhythm Buster. No, Phil, I can't do any rhythm games because all the soundtracks just gets flagged up, and then I lose all monetization for that. I'm currently in a dispute for running a Kaze ROM hack for Super Mario 64. That I think it's the Yoshi's demo, or one of his hacks. It had it had some soundtrack that resembled DuckTales, I think, and I've got a copyright thing going for that. Yeah, Phil, I just avoid the rhythm games, man. Every time they're on there, they just end up with, yeah, you know what, we're taking away the money from your video and all of that. Not that the money's massive, but you know what, it's nice when it accumulates at the end of the month, right? It's always nice. So there's no way I've got a save on there. So right, let me go to, I want to go to video filters. Okay. I need to use Stack more often, man. A buddy of mine got me a whole bunch of controllers when they went to Japan, and yeah, I got myself. What did they get me? PC Engine, a Master System one, a Super Nintendo one. I've got like a whole bunch in there, so I need to start using Snack a little bit more. I do like the fact. Look, you know, on the SuperStation One, Snack is going to be best with PlayStation One, right? Anything else that you use on there is going to be good, but you're going to have to use a Snack bypass with the dock, right? normal snack with the PlayStation is just fantastic because you are using it like a bloody PlayStation. It's plugged in at the front. It just runs. It just bloody works, man. If you add filters, does it look worse on your CRT? No, because the CRT, the filters will only apply to the digital side, as far as I know. I don't think they apply to I don't think they apply to analog. To analog, you'll just get that image, and whatever your analog display is doing, it will do it. So, where is wood after gold? Yeah, I definitely got quite a bit of wood. Okay, it's called Golden Palms, right? Okay, too many jokes. Oh my god. I mean, during my teenage years, I may have had golden palms. And you know what? At the sign of golden palms, we get Karen jumping out and farting out a heart. Yes, the tone has been lowered. So here we go. We got Final Fantasy. Okay, you have to watch this, right? You can't even skip this in this. But you know what we can do, guys? Let me know what core you want to see next, guys, and we can run that. Yeah, okay. By default, RGB output. Do you know what, Ash? This the SuperStation One, it's got some very good video files in there. Where when I connected like this to my PVM via S video, it just worked straight away. It just worked, and it worked really really well. So they've done a really, really good job with this. Okay, so we're in. Man, I really can't deal with turn-based anymore. You know, I prefer like the remake kind of combat that we've got. And okay, interesting. Right, so we've done Final Fantasy because that's what we named it. I want to pick another game, but if you guys tell me another chord, just hit me up in block capitals, guys, and we can check that. Let's see if there's anything here that really, really. Oh, you know what? Great soundtrack for this game, by the way, guys. Oh, it's interesting. I thought I had VHD collection. Okay, that's interesting. I thought I had like lots of translations. I must have just dumped them into the same folder. Destruction Derby 2. So these games, looking at these games on the PlayStation, it was absolutely superb seeing these back in the day. Road Avenger, right, okay. Oh, PC Engine CD-ROM, Takumi says. Rondo of Blood, okay, cool, we'll do that. Um, so interesting. I want to see if, oh no, actually I won't have, this is my MiSTer memory card. So if we could use it on the menu, we wouldn't be able to use it without the Taki Udon card. So what I'm gonna do, let's give this a quick little blast. Road Avenger is Mega CD. Yeah, we can do Mega CD as well. So let me go back out after this, and we'll definitely do some Rondo, and we'll do that. Right, okay. I need to use Snack more often, man. It's really good. I mean, I like that Taki's made it really easy on this. Works really, really well. Really, really good. Let's go. Toki. Yo, is that Salau? Salau's in the house, guys. We've got Salau's Retro Gaming in the house. We're doing Toki next, man. Salau's in the house. So we're doing Toki, and then we're going to go on to a PC Engine CD and then Mega CD, right? Because Salau's in the house, guys. And if anyone's unaware, Salau is the awesome developer. Let me put the sound down a second, guys. Salau is the guy that gave us the Toki core, and they're working on other stuff as well. I'm really looking forward to your future projects. Anything you want to share about what you're working on, Salau? I know you've mentioned some of the stuff that you're working on, but I'm not sure if you've mentioned it publicly. So, you know, is there anything that we can expect? I mean, I am excited about what you're going to be working on, Salau, because, you know, some of the games that you're into and that you're developing are games that I personally played as a kid in the arcade. So Toki was one of them, obviously. So Toki was something that was very, very... It's a game that I hold in high regard. So, yeah, absolutely superb. Good stuff there. Okay, so look, guys, this runs the PlayStation extremely well with Snack. I take it, Ash. Do you know Salal from Salal's Retro Gaming, the developer behind Toki? Oh, look at that! We've just connected a controller, and it's saying the controller's disconnected, as we would. Wicked. You know the new Toki on the Switch? I bought that for my kids, man. One of my kids is all right at that. They found the game to be okay, so that's nice. Right, let me get the DualSense again. Let's do a little bit of Toki. Here we go. Let's give that a reboot. And there you go. Who's what? Like Ronnie Snice's wallpapers, absolutely fantastic. Great stuff from Ronnie. Awesome guy, awesome wallpaper. He does streams where he shows you how he makes his wallpapers. Very interesting. Especially the time lapse. When he does the time lapse videos, they're wicked. To be honest, like most things in time lapse are fantastic. So Toki, okay. I think it's this one here, because sometimes I have earlier versions of the core, because Salal is a buddy, and he was kind enough to give me early access to his cores. But I leave my memory card messy, so I leave like test stuff on here. Oops. Okay, let's go, guys. Oh, let me not put that there. I don't want to knock over the tripod with the camera, right? So Salal, this one is for you, buddy. Play some more of the added homebrew games as well. Yeah, we will do that, Takumi. But I'll have to stick in the other SD card. So currently I've got my SD card in there, which has most of the stuff on there. But we can definitely, without a doubt, go back to the tacky SD card. It's just all it's got is homebrew stuff on there. But yeah, I think that's a good call. It's worth going back there, and there might be stuff on there. Oh, let me put the sound up a bit. Interesting soundtrack this has. So this one here, like for example, so that there, you can shoot that and then those little spikes will pop out, you know, and that's the kind of stuff you get caught with in the arcade the first few times you play it, or the first time you play it. Then you have to remember, so you know. You know, this is a game that from my era, everyone loved this in the arcade. It was around quite a few arcades as well. You know what, flamethrower is just always cool. So look, when you come down here, there's a thing that pops out. So as soon as you land down here, you need to jump, because if you don't jump, you die. And it's not something you spot. And this one here is very dodgy, because see that? So maybe it was better to jump up and around. So you've got stuff here that really sets you up, you know. It sets you up in this game, and you need to be ready. You need to do something, and you need to commit. I was definitely better at this game when I was a kid. And guess what? My beautiful woman has gone. So what we were doing next, we've got SNES as well, Phil. We've definitely got some SNES MSU1 stuff. But again, I've got to be careful with that for all the sounds that it puts out. Some of it like DuckTales or whatever, it will just rinse me out. It was a PC Engine CD we were doing, wasn't it? So let's try it. Okay, now let's just reset it. I like doing the reset because we always see different wallpapers. That's really good. Right, okay, so console. And I like calling it PC Engine, but unfortunately it's called TurboGrafx. So, well, that's interesting. The unstable one I've got isn't too far apart from the stable. Let's go with the latest stable version. Toki Arcade, man. Great stuff. We got a developer in the stream here, Salal9107. That's Salal's Retro Gaming. They're actually the developer that brought this game over. So mad props to them. We've got obviously Electron Ash as well. That's contributed to so many cores out there. You know, if I was counting on my hands, I'd definitely be out of fingers. So let's have a look. Turbo graphics. No, is it? No, we need. No. Okay, what am I doing? Wrong. Completely wrong. We need to go to CDCHD, right? Okay, Japan. Actually, we got a translation. Oh, Rob Hacks translations. Here we go. Love everything PC Engine, guys. Absolutely superb. Joe and Matt Caveman Ninja. What's that for? Do you want to see the Super Nintendo version? I would like I'd love an arcade core of that game there. Let's see. Let's make sure. Actually, I think it's the other way around, isn't it? Button 1 and 2. Let's get out of here quickly. I think it's 2 first. So Turbo Graphics 16, right, left, down, up. Button 1, that should be button 2. Select run. Oh, button 3. Okay. Okay, just in case we. I don't know if I've got a save on here, so I might need to go through the entire intro again. I think we're gonna have to, but it's a great intro, so I do like watching this. Let's have a look.
Zu später Stunde kamen sie zusammen, gemeinsam die Mächte der Finsternis mit ihrem sündigen Blut zu rufen. Sie zu erlösen von ihrer sterblichen Existenz, dem Anbeginn einer neuen Welt vor Augen. Und so begab es sich, dass nach 100 Jahren das Böse wieder Fleisch geworden war.
Also the soundtrack is in English as well. I wonder if that's been imposed after. That's kind of interesting. Let me look at some of the chat while we do that. Oh, Nezo Sun Nez, okay. Thank you for the 3. I'm currently working on Cabal, guys. Did you hear that? Cabal in the house. It will take some time, but I got the first bright. Oh, absolutely awesome. So now, please keep me posted. I'm happy to show it in any state. You know how to reach me, man. Anytime, buddy. So Cabal is an arcade game that was actually located at the chip shop at the end of my road, the same place that also had RoboCop. I only ever had one arcade machine, and it was a big open empty space, right? So we had RoboCop in there, played RoboCop, and yeah, absolutely loved it, man. And yeah, they had Cabal in there, and I remember playing that, man. It was, wow, it was a magical game. Like, loved that game so darn much, man. So yeah, that'll be great to get, man. So really good that you're doing those TAD Corporation games. I think, how many games have they got? Maybe, definitely less than 10, maybe even 6 or something. So it'll be nice. It'll be nice to get Cabal on FPGA. Great game. If anyone's not seen Cabal, it's a gallery shooter, and in my opinion, it's the best gallery shooter out there. I know some people like Blood Brothers, but I really do like Cabal. That's the best one. So that's absolutely amazing. Yo, Neil Severa, how you doing there, man? So it doesn't ship. No, it doesn't. No new UI. So by the way, Neo Severo, I'm using my MiSTer's SD card in here. I've just put that in here. We will. How long have we been streaming for? Right, 1 hour 42 minutes. Maybe after we hit 2 hours, I'll go back to the original memory card. But the original memory card's only got homebrew stuff on there. It's a 64 gig memory card with like maybe 2 to 3 gigs worth of stuff on there, which is fine. It's fun. It's by the way, the memory card's got all the cores, it seems, and the MRA files for the arcade games, but it doesn't have the ROMs, so you need to supply your own ROMs. So it has done some of the work for you. You have got some of the stuff out there. It's good. It's good getting this. And remember, guys, use Spitfire RF in the house. How you doing there, bud? Use Anime Otaku's tool, which is the MiSTer Companion, I think it's called, and it makes getting up their tool, setting up Samba, getting a lot of the stuff set up just with one click using a graphical user interface. So that's well worth checking out. And with the SuperStation One, I feel like that's a must-have app for it, because when you get the SuperStation One, you don't need to go to Mr. Fusion and burn something. You get an SD card that's kind of ready to go, and this is why, hence, it's just absolutely great value, right? Because when we look at the next tier of cheap stuff, right, which is so, for example, we've got the MiSTer Pi, the SuperStation One, and potentially the QM Tech MiSTer. that is your cheapest. But out of those, yeah, QM Tech is solid, but then some people say they have issues with it, and I think the issues might actually be down to the fact that they're buying some clones of the alternative, right? Pretty wild, right? Buying controls of the alternative. So the QM Tech clone, the MiSTer Pi clone, people are cloning the QM Tech. So it'll work good for the whole part, apart from when you run something like Saturn or the Nintendo 64, then it will give you some issues, right? But then, like for example, now with the SuperStation One, you're paying cheaper, right? Okay, it doesn't come with a charger, but it comes with a very good quality, a higher quality USB Type-C to Type-C cable. And all you need is a mobile charger. Pretty much any power delivery charger will work, right? You can get the optimal voltage to make sure there's no additional heat. But I've been running my MiSTer Pi with my Pixel charger, and I've been running this now with a Pixel charger, and I'm not really getting any concerning levels of heat, right? So it's kind of like dandy as candy. You know, with something like I think the MiSTer Multi-System 2, even though the cost of it's probably going to come in at like 60-70% more than the SuperStation One, especially if you've got the Founders Edition version. But let's just say 50% more for argument's sake. But then you're going to have to buy it runs with a power barrel rather than USB Type-C, from what I remember. So you need to buy like a specific power supply for it. Now you can buy the same one from Hervieux, and I think that one costs like 25 or 30 pounds. So that's an additional cost on top. As well as that, what you have to buy. Yes, you can buy that from them, but you can buy your own power supply and use that. But it isn't. So when you add all that stuff up, it costs more, and effectively, it doesn't. Does it give as much? I know it's got NFC built in, right? So it's a good thing, but then again, you're getting a 3D printed thing instead of injection molded. I know a lot of people don't mind it. I've always said that I thought the SuperStation, not the SuperStation One, sorry, the MiSTer Multi-System 2 looked ugly. However, in this week's news video, they showed off some other colors. And you know what? That red one kind of looked nice, and so did the blue one. So it looks like with those other colors, it's still ugly, but not as ugly. It's like, you know, when you've got like a work colleague that's like butt ugly, and the next day, like, you know, they come in with a bit of makeup on, and you think, not bad, but you still know it's something ugly underneath. But on the other hand, the SuperStation One is beautiful. And by the way, for the record, I really do like the MiSTer Stack. Like, I've always liked it. People sometimes insult it and say, you know what, it's hideous. Nah, not at all. I think it looks great. I like the MiSTer thing that I got. I've got no issues with, you know, like people say the spider with all that stuff around it. It's cool. I can stick so many different, I think it's got like 8 USB ports on it. I can stick lots of different stuff just going around it. So absolutely like it, man. I need to borrow MiSTer Multi-System 2 off someone in order to try. I don't think I'm going to be getting a review unit from them. Even though they said they've put me on their review unit list, I didn't get one. So at this point in time, I don't expect to get one. I kind of said to them, you know, if I'm not going to get one, cool, I'll meet you halfway. But it would have been nice. I would have liked to have actually tested it or run some stuff side by side and go, okay, here's the kind of verdict. So I can only go by what I've seen of it online, which is, you know, I've made my feelings clear on what the case looks like. However, functionality wise, when it comes to their functionality, you know, speaking to someone like from Ken, from What's Ken Making, he says it's absolutely brilliant. So, you know, he's a guy that knows his stuff. People like Scott LSD, they've got one, they stand by it. So yeah, so it's a good bit of kit. However, do you know what? One thing I've got to say now is if you want a MiSTer in a hurry and the MiSTer Multi-System guys get out of their pre-orders, which it looks like they're going to be doing soon, right? They're going to be getting out of their pre-orders and they're going to have it in stock. Not soon. I think when did they say they're going to do it? Was it like summertime or something? Can't remember the exact time they said it, right? So if they have those in stock, you know, and the SuperStation One has like a 6-month lead time or a wait, then all of a sudden it becomes more desirable. Just thinking, well, you know what, I'm going to pay a little bit extra and get it. I think I said it last time, where sometimes I want to buy like something and on Amazon it's £20, but on AliExpress it's instead of £20 it's like £8. I'm paying like, you know, 60% less for it effectively. But I'll decide to buy from Amazon because I just can't be bothered waiting. Mind you, AliExpress is good now. Lately, when I've been ordering stuff, it's coming within 7 days. Within 1 week, I've got it here. But I can't be bothered to wait a week. I want it 10 o'clock the same day, or I want it next day delivery. So what I'll end up doing is I'll pay the premium to get it quicker. But that's just my kind of choice as well. But without a doubt, guys, let me just touch it again now. No, it's not gotten any hotter. We've had it on for 2 hours. I had it on for before the stream as well. So yeah, we've had it on for quite a bit of time, and we're definitely very good with this. Very happy with this. If out of all the MiSTers I've got, this is the best one. If I had to buy one, this is the one I would buy. And it just means I don't need to buy like additional adapters for it to work on my analog display. With my PVM, it just works with an S-video cable, S-video both sides into the SuperStation, into my PVM, it works. Whereas on my normal MiSTer, I have to go over VGA, I have to go into Mike Simone's adapter into S-video into the PVM. So there's an additional cost involved there as well. I think actually the MiSTer Multi-System 2, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if anyone's in chat that's got one. The MiSTer Multi-System 2 has it has some really good video options as well as far as analog goes. So I don't know if it's as good and as comprehensive as what I don't know if it's as good as what SuperStation One are offering. But I know it offers a little bit more than the MiSTer. They've put some stuff in. I can't remember exactly what it is. So you can't, to be honest, you know what, with every MiSTer, as long as you're not buying a clone of an alternative from a non-official seller out of the normal ones, I think you're good with any MiSTer you get. It's whichever one you get. You know, even if you go to something like buy a kit from MiSTer Add-ons, which is a difficult sell now, right? If you're buying an original DE10 Nano with these alternatives that are available, I mean, $150 for this, right, the Founders Edition. But when you're talking about the Thoracic, original one, how much was it now? Was it $225 or something? Or I can't remember the price now. Was it $175? But it's more than what the SuperStation One cost, and that's just the board without, you know, any of the additional accessories. But yeah, SuperStation One's good. It's got 5 GHz Wi-Fi as well for anyone that's interested. Right, what we're going to do next? We're going to do. Let's reboot. Let me turn off this controller. Let's have a look. I'm guessing it's this one convert. You know what, Ash, it's got a whole bunch of different files on there. Let me bring it up for you because I don't think you were here when I brought those up. So give me a second. Let me bring up my MiSTer Network folder. And once that comes up, I'm just going to show you this stuff here, Ash. Let's see if it still remembers it now. Oh, it does. Okay, cool. So Ash, it's got these additional files here, which I think these are the ones for the video. So I've kind of made a backup of my file here. And I copied the INI file that I got with the SuperStation One onto this, and it's got these are the additional files here. So MiSTer RGB SB, MiSTer SVID, and MiSTer YP BP. And I think these are the additional files that are making the video seamless, like absolutely seamless. Because on this memory card, because I've been messing around with the upscaler and messing around with the video files, when I connected it to my PVM, the image was like scrolling up and down, like that infinite loop going round and round and round. But yeah, that's kind of stopped with it stopped with whatever Taki's done with those files. It just seems to be working really well. So I copied those files over to my other my main SD card that I'm using here. And it just worked really well. Right, I want to turn this SD card, this controller off, and I want to go back to the 8-bit dough because Philae wants Road Avenger. Now, Road Avengers, it's a game that I always wanted to play as a kid, and I played it. I think I played it once back in the day somewhere, and it's a difficult game. But essentially, it's a quick time event game. Right, guys, I have to say as well, right. And I don't know if this is just placebo now or something, but I've always had a lot of issues with the 8-bit dough controller, where, in fact, I'm going to try and let me just pull this out a second. Let me pull that out. I'm going to put it back in, and I'm going to tell you why I'm doing this, right? Because with the 8-bit though M30 controller, if I plug it in and I switch the damn thing on, if I move it up or down too fast, it locks and it goes in an infinite loop to up. And I'm going to try and recreate that fault here. It may not be happening on this, and I don't know what the secret source is over here. So I'm going to try and right. Okay, guys. So on all of my MiSTers. And I don't know if the MiSTer Pi is included in this. Likely it is as well. All of my MiSTers, if I plug in this controller, the M30, right? Any one of them, any of the colors, the 2.4 gigahertz one. As soon as I turn it on, if I start moving it up and down, what will happen? It will lock in that direction. It will just keep moving up infinitely, right? And I have to literally power cycle my MiSTer in order to get it to work. Now, I have not had that issue. Now, I don't know if it's the quality of. Actually, I don't know. It's running wire a 2.4 dongle. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. I want to try and recreate it again, guys. I want to see if I can get that fault. I'm going to try it one more time, and I'm going to be very impatient. So as soon as I turn it on, I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to turn the controller on, and I'm just going to move it up straight away. So as soon as I turn it on, you can see the little light there. That's on. I'm going to start moving it up and down. So what I actually have to do is I have to usually spam this button. No, it's not doing it. On my normal MiSTer, whenever I'm setting up anything with this controller, it locks into that direction like that, up or down like that, without me pressing it, obviously. So what I generally do is I've got in the habit, when I turn it on, I just keep spamming this. I don't have the issue with the buttons. And I've spoken to a few people that have had that issue as well. Friendly reminder to keep your firmware up to date, especially with, you know what, that's a good shout. Did I update this recently? I updated something recently for the 8-bit though. That was thanks to Takumi, because I was using the old updating tool for 8-bit though, and Takumi, she said to me, you need to use this one. And I was like, okay, cool, we'll use that one. Right, okay. So we're in here now. Right, Mega CD. What's the big difference in here? Wow. Okay, unstable from 3010 2023. Wow, that is an old unstable, man. That must have been there from when I first got my MiSTer, the newer one, 151025. That's what we'll go with. So yeah, interesting, very interesting there. You know what, I need to, I think I checked most of my controllers, you know, because when I do one, I've got them all in a box, man. I can't even bring it on camera, man. I haven't got a lot of space there. Okay, so let's go here. So this one's for Filet. Did I get more games? Okay, so here you go, Filet. Let's do this one for you. Yeah, I went, you know what, Filet, before memory went crazy, I got myself 1.5 terabyte. It was like £70 on Prime Day or something. So I grabbed that and I've been using that, and that's been absolutely fine. That's what is stuck in the SuperStation One at this very moment. But what we will do, Takumi said the good thing to go back and try some of the homebrew games. By the way, guys, the image you're seeing on the PVM, it's not going to look that great. It is just because I've got a cheap camera. I may pick a camera up down the way. So what I did recently, actually, so thank you for everyone that contributes to my Patreon. Scott, who was in chat, LSD, he's one of the supporters on there. So what I did was I wanted to upgrade my mic because, like here, so this is the mic I'm using. I want to take it out of the case because it will. So I'm using this one here. I've got the receiver plugged into my PC, which is underneath, but this is what I'm using. It's like the DJI Mic 3, sorry, I can see better light there, right? So the old one that I was using was this one here, and I've used it for a while, and they're really, really good. It's this one here. It's this one here. So this one here is a Lark M3 and a M2, I think. They're cool, they're really, really small, but in order to put a windshield on here, it's like sticking something around the button, and it's very, very difficult. So what happens is, I couldn't stick the windshield on, and when I'm filming stuff in bed, sometimes I do stuff on a handheld, it keeps like making a bang sound from the wind from my mouth. So, but that was thank you to all the Patreon contributors, because the new mic I got was £235, and I had like £183 in the Patreon fund, which I think I get like about £27 a month. So what I do is I just leave it in there, let it build up, and when I want to make a purchase, I check it and I'm like, yes, I can justify the cost. So that was really cool. So thank you everyone out there. Appreciate the support, and it does go towards buying stuff to kind of assist and help with the channel. So awesome stuff there. Right, this one's for Philae. And right, let's have a look at this. So this is one of those a quick time action game. I'm definitely not a quick time action guy at this stage. So yeah, I don't know if it gives you prompts. I think it might do. Yep. Okay, I was tapping too many times there. So there you go. So one wrong move and you're out. So essentially, you need to kind of run this. So yeah, guys, SuperStation One is on point. The issue that I mentioned with the Sega Saturn, right? Do I need to press it twice there? Bloody hell. The issue that I mentioned with the Sega Saturn, that was down to me because I had the input set to nothing instead of a controller. Man, I don't. Oh, maybe I need to hold it there then. Maybe I need to hold it. Let's see if we can hold it. Oh, wow, okay. The way it makes it sound like credits makes me think, was this game actually ever out in the arcade? Let's see. Oh, this is nuts. This guy really can't drive. I don't know what the brake button is. Right, Philae, I've had enough of this game. But while we're on this call, let's have a look at some of the other games. I know people like Snatcher, but that's a long game to kind of get into. Star Wars. You know, Starblade. I always read that as Soulblade, but we know Soulblade's not out for that. There really wasn't that many great games for this system, you know? What was Batman Returns like? I think there's all CHDs. Oh, hold on, is it running? Maybe it is. Okay, interesting stuff. Push the button. Yeah, you know, I was mashing it on there, but to be honest, I didn't even know what the brake button was. Takumi slip heed, no problem. Let's give that a little bit of a run. I can't remember if Batman's good for this or not. Oh man. Yeah, very, very cool, man. Very, very cool. Do you know what I really recommend for anyone out there? If you whatever analog display you got, there's a very good chance that as soon as you plug it in, it's just going to work like it did in my case. In fact, they've done such a great job that I copied over the additional video files over to my normal MiSTer's SD card. But I wonder if that's going to break it when I put it back in my normal MiSTer. I guess if we do, no problem. I'll just kind of go back and yeah, I'll just go back. I always I try and generally keep a backup of stuff, so I can fire stuff here. I hope Amataku's alright, man. I know he's been busy yesterday and today. Haven't really spoke to the guy, man. You speak to him a bit more, man. And I was saying, guys, if any of you guys watched the unboxing video, I'm not really a fan of unboxing videos, you know, but they always do really, really well on the channel. And I know I'm not a fan of doing them, but guess what? I watch unboxing videos because if there's a new device that I'm buying and someone's got it, I want to see what I'm getting in the box. So, and also just, I get excited watching that stuff, thinking like that. So I'm like, okay, let me do it. So when I got the package, when I was shaking it, I could hear stuff rattling inside, and I was like, no, have I been unfortunate enough to get like some dodgy packaging, and the SuperStation One's been rustling around in there, and now it's all broken and whatnot, right? But the things that are moving, so the SuperStation One is very, very secure in there, right? It's not moving. Very, very nicely well packaged as well. The things that move are actually what is it? Okay, feed. Okay. The things that move is the USB Type-C cable and What I might need to do a reset. Right, okay, and the HDMI cable. So those are moving around inside the box, but they're fine. You can smash them around as much as you want. The USB Type-C cable comes in like nice packaging as well. It's got extra protection over it. The HDMI cable, it's got the little plastic covers on the ends as well. So everything's very, very nicely protected. So, yeah, it was just there, right, okay. Let's see, hopefully that works now. You know what? Snatcher's a long thing to get into. Maybe we can run the intro to that. The Masked Rider, Cayman Rider, Zo Mega CD. If you have it, I may have it. I think Anime Otaku kind of helped me get lots of build up my collection a bit. Nostalgic Pixel. I remember going to Incredible Universe and watching Jurassic Park on Laserdisc. Nice, good stuff. Good times, man. Memories. What were we talking about? Speaking to my sister earlier, actually. Had like my nieces over for dinner. It's like every Saturday we get a takeaway and one of my children can pick and my wife can pick as well. At times I just go with whatever they want. And today they were just adamant to get KFC. I actually wanted like a beef burger, like a double Whopper. But no, they wanted KFC. It was the youngest one's turn. That's what he wanted. So I got like, yeah, I got that earlier. I can't remember what my point was, as I often forget it. Is this a shoot 'em up? I can't remember if it's a 3D-ish one or a 2D one, or maybe it is that one. Good graphics for the time. Stuff like this, when this was current, it blew minds seeing how good this was back then, you know. Try the octopus stick. You know what? Maybe if we do some arcade. You know what? It makes a lot of noise as well, and it's 11 p.m. here. I'll beat my stick like a true gorilla. So maybe I might not do that. I do love the octopus stick. It's freaking awesome. It's really weird. Some people are commenting on the video saying they want snack with that stick, but I don't understand that, because it's not an original accessory. Even though you can use it with original consoles, why would you want to then use that via snack if it's not an original stick? Am I making sense here? Why would you want to use the SNES adapter, which is kind of like changing a modern device to work on SNES? It's not an original SNES device. And you know, some may work with snack, some systems may not work with snack. But for me, you know, on the MiSTer, I would just want to use it with USB. I don't really have an issue with that. But I saw some people are like, oh, I really wish if it would work with snack. But I didn't get it. Like, I can get it if you had an actual Super Nintendo arcade stick and you're like, oh, you know what, I want to use this with snack. Makes sense, perfect. You got a controller, you want to use it. But I mean, do you guys see my point, or do you disagree with that? Would you want to use the octopus fight stick with you know what, I'm going to use it. Would you want to use that as a snack stick? I don't get it, given the fact it wasn't out for any of those consoles. You know, it works on those consoles, but it wasn't out for those consoles. So yeah, don't make a lot of sense there. I mean, this is a good game for back then. My miss is so cool. She was like, are you doing a late stream? I said, yeah, you guys always stay up late and watch movies. She goes, shall I sleep downstairs then? I was like, all right, cool. So I can sleep a bit tomorrow, but I have got a few things tomorrow. My missus is going out with my daughter and some of her friends, man. And so they're going to be out for the day. So I'm with my two boys. I've got mum for a bit as well, but I'm going to drop her to her sister's for the day. And yeah. And if it's just me and the boys, guess what? I'm going to eat out on Sunday as well, man. I'm not cooking. You know, when I cook stuff, I'm not a very good cook. I cook basic stuff, but the boys like it when they're with me. They're like, yes, we're getting a takeaway. I was like, yeah, absolutely we are. Plus, now I can actually get that burger that I wanted today, rather than having a KFC that I had earlier today. I don't want KFC. KFC's gone downhill though, guys. It really, really has. You know, the burgers are like half the size. It really isn't what it used to be at one point. Right, okay. What was the game that Phil was saying? Where is it? Oh no, sorry guys, I need to scroll on chat and find my buddy Phile's game. The Masked Rider. Okay, and I hope it's under T like that, right? If not, I'm gonna look for Masked Rider. Let's have a look. Might be under. No, is it under T? Nope. Okay. Definitely not there. Okay, was it under K? No, okay, let me look at one of the different folders. So that was USA. Oh, here we go, Carmen Rider. There you go. Look, you need to say the name like that, Phil, so I get exactly the same thing. Oh man, oh, you know what, Chris Mullen? I really like pot noodles. I know they're not good for you, but man, and you know which ones are really good? The best pot noodles you can get is the best pot noodles you can get is from Aldi. The chicken and mushroom ones. They are without a doubt my favorite ones. Absolutely love them. They're better than the Golden Wonder ones. In fact, after I had the Aldi ones, when I tried the Golden Wonder ones, they taste disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Not a fan in the slightest, man. Nah, I'm not really into the Bombay Bad Boy, man. Even I used to like the beef and onion. Is it no beef and tomato? Sorry, but I'm not the biggest fan of the beef and tomato. Like I tried it recently, but that's the Aldi and the Golden Wonder one. But yeah, the Aldi. If anyone goes Aldi chicken and mushroom ones, try it out. It's great. Okay. Okay, bye bye. Guys, I've been watching a lot of the Predator stuff recently. It's been really, really cool. And guys, if you are enjoying the stream, then press that like button, guys. Do it for beautiful Coin Up Karen over there, or also known as Arcade Karen. She has two names, Coin Up Karen and Arcade Karen. She doesn't mind either. Where's SNK Kev actually? Because her and Karen, like, they got a thing going, you know? Oh man, I love eating Chris Mullen, man. It's one of my favorite things. I guess since giving up, like, was I playing the game there? Wow, I feel like a life bar. That's nuts. You know, Phil, I like it. I like it. You introduced me to a lot of underground hit games, man. I love it. So what we do, guys, I'm gonna go Octopus Fight Stick and a few arcade games. And what we'll do after that, okay, that was apparently playing this game, right? So what I'm going to do, let me get back out. And what I'm going to do, let's disconnect this for now. And I don't like losing my dongles. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to connect this back to the MiSTer. And I'm going to get my arcade stick, which also means I need to get the USB Type-C cable. And let me see if I can show you part of this, guys. But guys, this is oof, it's a heavy stick, man. Let me get two hands. What a beautiful work of art. Here is my, without smashing anything else. Sorry, guys, can't really show much else of it. But there you go. What a bloody stick. Absolutely sorry, guys. Can't really see. I don't want to move the camera because I've got it set in such a way that if I move it, it may cause an issue. So let's plug this into here. I can tell you guys, as someone that's been playing fighting games for a heck of a long time, there is no better stick I have ever held in my hands. This, I still like my tournament edition Xbox 360 stick, but this stick here just absolutely smashes it. Here we go. We're in here now. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely, what an amazing stick. So guys, after this we're going to go back to the normal SD card. What time we got? Right, 2 hours. I'm not in a hurry. I might feel tired this, but I don't have work tomorrow, so I'm kind of good. This is the only time where I can really go out and stream. Actually, I can do stuff during the day tomorrow because my wife's out. I'm with the boys. I'll just tell the boys, you know what you want to do? They'll be like, Dad, can I play? Can I play Fortnite? They will go, can I play Rocket League? You know what they wanted the other day? They've been so well behaved, right? And you know, one of them, I was like, you know, what do you want? I'll get you something. And one of them wanted this car that cost me £17 in Fortnite, and the other wanted another car in Rocket League, right? And I was like, and you know what? I'm a gamer myself, so I get it. I was like, okay, you know what? I'll get this for you guys. You know what? Let me just try something with my PVM to make it look better, actually. I just realized, maybe if I put the brightness down, look at that. That's so much better now. There you go, guys. All this time, we've had it. I could have just turned the brightness down from the beginning. It's not looking that great to me with the brightness, but the image does look a little bit better. Okay, let's go. So Kumi, this one's for you now. So only one thing with this, and it's not a biggie one, but I find it really, really weird with these, with the select and start button. I keep moving it around the back to press it. But yeah, but that, you know, that's minor because you don't use them in game. Okay. So I have to play champion because I am, man, when I'm tired, this is a good game to play. Just because it's slower than the other ones. By the way, guys, if Fele tries to play you on Fight Kid, it's because he's hustling you. What a great stick, man. I just hope I don't wake anyone else up smashing this thing up. By the way, guys, if anyone's after a stick, use my affiliate link. It's in the description. It supports the channel directly.
Round one, fight!
Come on, come at me. Okay, man, this game was so magical. Why are you asking chat to use your stick? No, my stick is only reserved for you, Philae, my love. Oh man, your Vex tricks. Okay, good old Gal wins. Oh yeah, you know what? I wouldn't mind the spinner. I don't play too many spinner games, but if it was included in a stick or something, it would be cool. I really like what Todd Gill's actually making, that little mini arcade. Like really, really impressed by it, man. That's why I had to do a video on it. I just thought it was really, really good. Okay. In SuperStation One question of your micro SD card. Which type does it use? What's that? Okay. Sorry, you know, for the MiSTer, sorry, to be honest, A1, A2, I think I'm using either A1s or A2s most part of my MiSTer. It really doesn't matter. Any memory card, just buy a decently branded one, you know, a reputable brand. And you should be good. You should be good. You don't need to get like a micro SD Express that the Switch 2 uses. If that's your question, sorry, I saw part of it. So I'm using a 1.5 terabyte that I paid like £70 for a year or two ago on you know, the Amazon Prime Day. Even though I don't think memory cards have gone up, because at one point I was paying like best bang for buck was like 512, which was costing around, I think I was paying like 25, 26 pounds for it. Oh man, look at that. That was a cheat. I had him locked down for that, man. Yo, Scandal, if I haven't said hello, man, how are you? I did try electrical contact radio, wicked. Hope everything's well and hope you aren't working too hard. Woof, that was close. Let's quickly just one. Oh, wicked. Yeah, no, with MiSTer, you're good, man. MiSTer's very, very good. I mean, SuperStation One comes with a 16 gig SD card, so you can get quite a decent amount of stuff on there, to be honest. Bonus stages were fun, especially when you played against someone and you had a fight on the bonus stage. It was good. But yeah, you know what? This TR Fight Stick runs on it as you would expect it to run. It plugs in via USB and it just absolutely runs wicked. Fallen Rascal. What's the game built into it? Okay. Okay, nice. Oof, okay, well done there, guy. All right, let's, where's the mid home button? Okay, cool. Let's see what the, oh, well, I don't know, is it okay? Sorry, what's that? I thought I lost both rounds for some reason, but I won the first one. Nice. Okay. My kids won't play. Yeah, same, Chris. My kids aren't really into it, man. Not at all. Not at all. I wish if they were a little bit here or there, but not so much.
9, 8, 7, 6,
I'm trying to think of a good kind of shmup to play. We don't look at Dowdle on Patchy, so I don't want to run that again. This is cool. From Wicca Wacka. I think is this, what is this one? Is it a title game? Metal Black? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's title. Is it title F2 then? Let's see if the buttons are done on this. Yeah, hopefully they are. You know what's so confusing me? I think like, nah, that can't hit me. Look at that, so beautiful. Look at that. You've got a giant crab using a building as a house. I'm kind of looking forward to getting the dock and using a snack bypass. I need to use I need to use snack more. Okay, good stuff. Yo, Michael in the house. How you doing there, guys? Michael's streaming these days as well. Voljo, how you doing? You can use a Sinnen light guns with the MiSTer 2. Yeah, I have a Sinnen light gun. Great light gun. I need to do more content with that, man. Oh, okay. Why is that? Okay, why is this course showing up in black and white? Pretty weird. Oh, interesting. Okay. Right, okay, I'm gonna run something else. Let me let's go back to the original SD card. Let me connect this. Okay. Right, let's go back to the original SD card. Oh, yep, I remember where I put it. I don't need to ask you guys. It's on my two big massive 8-bit doll buttons. Let's put this T off by stick down here. Great arcade stick, by the way, guys. So let's switch this off a second. Okay, sorry guys, I want to put my, oh no, that's the wrong one, sorry. Put that in here. Okay, that's on. Let me put my SD card back into the MiSTer because I really don't like misplacing SD cards. Yeah, that's back in my my normal MiSTer. Okay, so now we're back on with, so this is the SD card that came included with the SuperStation One. Let me go to the DualSense controller now. And yeah, let's have a look at this. So it's really cool. So look, okay, we'll turn it on. Yeah, here we go. All right, let's have a look. Oh, wicked LSD's back, man. The Jagger work in progress score. Got a lot of love this week. Oh, okay, cool. Right, okay. I'll have to check that out. I didn't see it pop up in the test builds. Why is this? Is this? Oh, okay, interesting. So I configured this to the other SD card. So now I need to configure it back to this SD card. Interesting. I thought it wouldn't make a difference, right? Let's have a look. Hopefully it will pick it up. Yeah, here we go. Let's pick it up now. So we should be good. What's going on with this? Why is it not picking it up? Okay. Oh, removing existing pair. Let's have a look. Okay. Sorry guys, just trying to reconnect this, and I think after we look at this, it's been 2.5 hours, so maybe we'll spend the last like half hour. Let me just see if this pairs on with it. Nope. What I'll probably do is have a look at this, try some homebrew games, and then call it a night after that, man. It's been a fun stream. SuperStation One's really good though, really good. Right, so let's put it into pairing mode. Here we go. So there you go. That should be in pairing mode. Now let's press F11. That should do it already. So that's paired now. Yeah, it's paired. Okay, cool. So weird. Okay, so obviously settings are saved on the SD card. Okay, right, wicked. All right, let's have a look. Okay, so the homebrew stuff here. Let's look at what we got on Game Boy. Anything here that I recognize? Okay, let's go Sushi Gun. Sounds interesting. Sushi Gun, the transparent blue looks. Yeah, it does, Michael. I do like it. I like it. I like it a heck of a lot, to be honest. And it doesn't get hot or anything, even though I don't think my one's got a fan in it or anything. How many cats can you feed in 1 minute? Okay. Okay. Interesting stuff. Okay, yeah, not really my jam, to be honest. Interesting though. Nice getting this stuff right. Okay. So what's interesting now is, how do we get back to like the main menu? Okay, cool. So we go here. Let's see if we just go to a different one. GBA. Demons of Asterborg DX. I didn't even know this existed. Okay, this is interesting. So guys, this stuff here now is what you're going to get with your SuperStation One. This is the stuff that you get. Let's look. Okay. Interesting stuff here. Hold on, are we still? Oh, okay, cool. This is definitely this is not a Game Boy core, is it? What core are we in? Oh, it's a Game Boy Advance, right? That makes a bit more sense. I was like, this does not look like Game Boy Color, but we're in Game Boy Advance. So I don't know if all of these are full games or if they're demos. Either way, it's very, very cool having this on here. It feels like a genuine product launch, you know? Right, dash in the air actually. No? Wait, that's fast forward, sorry. Alright, you know what, moving on to the other game. I didn't want to figure this out. Let's all look. Okay. That's Game Boy Advance. What have we got for Game Boy Color? What's this? Akumana Gaiden DX. Sounds interesting, right? So you know what, I've got a SCART from MiSTer Add-ons, and it didn't work with my consumer TV. So obviously there was something there. So I don't know if there was a difference between having a UK one and having an American one. It just didn't work for me, man. So I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, definitely easy, man. It's like approaching midnight here. Wow. Oh, look, this is cool. Oh, what? Up and wow, you got a ninja star, and you can fire it in the air, up and attack. Oh, they're not unlimited, right? Okay. See, do you know, when it comes to Game Boy games, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, any of the Game Boys, I only like playing them on handhelds, you know? I know you can play on a big screen. I generally like playing even big screen games on a handheld, so naturally, handheld games I definitely want to play on a handheld. I don't know, just not a fan of playing on a big screen. No disrespect to anyone that does like playing them. Some people like playing stuff on a big screen, so they want to play the handheld stuff on a big screen and the big screen stuff on a big screen, where I like playing stuff on a handheld. So obviously I like playing the handheld stuff on a handheld. Oh man. And I like also playing non-handheld stuff on the handhelds. I heard like Monster Hunter, what's the latest one? Wilds is coming out for the Switch. I'm hoping they can get at least 40 FPS, and I might buy that. That would be a good game to play on the go. And around, maybe I can savor it a bit, you know? One hunt a day or something. I remember I used to spend hours on that, man. My last job, I could spend time on night shift playing it as well. Obviously different Monster Hunter World I'm talking about, and Monster Hunter 4 before you as well. We used to play at work. Rise, I didn't get into as much. Okay, I mean, this game's alright. This game's not bad. Good bundle game. Yo, hello there, 587. How you doing there? Let's have a look. So cool. So I know Cosmo Knight Zion. In the Dark. I know that game. In the Dark 2. What's Kero Cowboy? Let's check this out. Right, let me take a little sip of my homemade lemonade. If anyone's missing it, my wife made me some homemade lemonade. It looks like I'm drinking some kind of magic potion. I can assure you it is not. Or maybe it is, who knows. Okay, that was good. Right, Kero Cowboy demo. So yeah, I think some of these are demos, not a full game. Okay, am I shooting stuff here? Oh, okay. It's like Kirby. It's not a bad game. All right, move on to the next one. We got for the Mega Drive. What the hell's Arc? Let's have a look at this. I was kind of hoping like stuff like Final Fight MD would be on there. What's this? Yo, Ori, how you doing there, man? I'm good, buddy. I hope you've been well. Not spoken to you for a while or anything, but do hope everything in your life, family, everyone is all well, man. So yeah, we're testing out the SuperStation One, man. Received, it's freaking awesome. Absolutely awesome. For anyone out there, if you're gonna buy a MiSTer and you're looking, look at the games on the back of the box. Yeah, we had a look at that, but the games are on there. But we've got the list here, so obviously not every game that's in the list is going to be on the back of the box. Is this like some kind of text adventure? I think I need to get out of this. Let me... The Cursed Knight. All right, what's this? Let's have a look at the back of the box, guys. There you go, that's the back of the box. And can I get the last part there as well? Yeah, here you go. Let me put it sideways, because I don't have a lot of space here. Good box it comes with, man. Feels like a genuinely proper product that you're going for, you know? Okay, nice. Let's just go free button. Let's just go. Let me play the game. Good stuff here. Oh, Philly, you're going, man. Wicked. Take care, buddy. Have a good one. Beauty sleep. Yeah, no worries, man. Hopefully I can sleep. I kind of have got stuff to do tomorrow, but not a bad looking-ish game, man. Yeah, that's like Princess Daisy there, right? Okay, very original story. The lady has been kidnapped. Oh, nice. It's a little shmup. Oh, okay. You can run the. Okay, cool. This isn't a bad game at all, you know, guys. Okay, it's a bad game because I died. Nah. Let's see what else we got. What we got for N64? Kraken 64? Don't know what this is. What is Kraken 64? Almost sounds like Crackhead 54. What's going on here? Are we going to get something loading, or is this one of the homebrew games? One that doesn't? Okay, what's this? Let's run this. Okay, that's interesting. We haven't got... Okay, let's... You know what I will do? Just to see, let's reboot it and just try and go in... try and go in like the normal way. Right, so homebrew here in 64. Let's see if anything runs if we run it directly rather than going from one core to another. Okay, no, not having any joy here. What we got for NES? Wow, there's a lot of games for the NES, guys. Banana Bash. Hey, we all like to give the banana a little bash. Yeah, they did. So you've got the SuperStation One like themed wallpapers, but it's something that you could change easily. You could whack it. It's a MiSTer, so you can have whatever you want. You've got full control over it. You know, when I put in my other SD card, it becomes like my other MiSTer. It's exactly the same. So we've just pulled that one out, and I've changed it back to the one it came with. And yeah, it's just a wallpaper, dude. Just a wallpaper. Okay, that's quite pretty cool. Okay, interesting little puzzle game. Nice. Nice graphics for the NES as well, actually. Pixel Poops number 2. What kind of title is that? Pixel Poops number 2. Yeah, so yeah, Michael Delima, if you just put your normal SD card in from a MiSTer, you'll get exactly the same experience you will on your normal MiSTer. It is exactly that. Okay. No, the guy's pooping. I'm gonna show my kids this game, man. Oh, okay. Do I poop in the way or something? Okay, this is a weird game. Okay, they're eating a lot of tacos as well. Okay, I think I need to get out of this. There's only so much poop I can take in my life. Super Adventures of Panzer. So everything here, guys, is what you get included with the SD card. Yeah, Michael, that is some poop out there, man. Pixel Craft. Yep, one PC and one cup. Wow, nasty, dude. I never saw that thing you're making a reference over there because someone told me about it at work. I was like, nah. Then I just want to see it. I was like, it's okay, dude. Like, I'm all right. Like, I feel like I can go through life without seeing something like that. You know, when you see something like that, the thing is you can't unsee it. Have you received your SuperStation 2 bad? The new UI. Yeah, you know what, Matthew, it's all good, man. You know, I'm not too fussed about that. When it comes, it comes. I mean, it's a great device. It's absolutely great device. It comes as well with all these homebrew games on this. All you literally need to do now is add your ROMs. All the cores are on there. You've got your console cores on there. Everything's there. All right, I'm getting out of this. Too much reading. So all your cores and everything are on this. So you're kind of all right with that, you know. PlayStation. So what's this here? DKD Mad Situations. All right, let's check this out. So yeah, you can play it. It's all good. Okay, so what's this? I don't know what that was. That was like a floaty triangle thing, whatever. They're gonna get into something now. Okay. Feels like something from like the Amiga demo scene. We tested the PS1 controller and memory card ports. So Matthew, I've tried the PlayStation controller with a PlayStation 1 and a PlayStation 2 controller, but I don't have a memory card, so I can't test that out. I'll see if I can pick up a memory card for cheap. I'd like to experiment with it. I'll see if I can pick one up from CEX or something. This will be something good to kind of end the video with. Actually, I think this it's pretty cool. It might wow. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, it pauses. Okay, we've got it set like that. Is it? What's this? Gift scop. Yeah. Also, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi built in. Do you need to connect to? No, you don't. You don't. So I've only connected the USB dongle for a 2.4 gigahertz thing. But your Bluetooth, like this now, the dual sense I'm using, is just connected to this without any dongles. Bluetooth and Wi-Fi work brilliant on with it. However, the Wi-Fi, I'm not sure if it's only 5 gigahertz because I've got two separate networks in my house, a 2 gigahertz one and a 5 gigahertz one, and it only picked up my 5 gigahertz. Robocop 2 didn't show up, only Empire Strikes Back showed back out of my two networks, so the 5 gigahertz showed up. Yo, Cavasis, how you doing, man? Yeah, testing's been great, man. Well, I thought there was an issue, but the issue was me. It was human error, and that was because on the Sega Saturn core, I used the keyboard last time as my input, and it had my input set to nothing, and that's why I couldn't actually do anything even after I set controls. So once I set the controller back to digital, it was fine. But that was a me. The only mistake so far was me making mistakes. This device is actually, well, left and right are the other way around. Okay. Let's have a look. What the heck is this? Yeah, so absolutely flawless machine. Feels great, great finish. Doesn't overheat. The controller ports are really, really nice. Oh man, why are the controls the other way around on this? Very, very weird. Okay, you know what? I'm moving away from this. other systems we got? Oh, this is called Astro Climber. So this is from the guy who's working. This is the game that he released free, celebrating. Is it the 40th anniversary of the Sega Master System? So that was really cool. So yeah. So I'm not, when it comes to like the system, the front end and everything. I'm not too fussed about it. I mean, it would be nice to have and to test out and something a little bit different, but it's not a deal breaker for me. Okay, I don't know why this isn't working. Let's try and run another. Oops. Let's see what this castle escape is. I was kind of looking forward to testing out that Astro Climber. Off 10 hot. Thanks for showing it off and all the coverage. Oh, thank you so much, dude. That's very kind of you. Much appreciated. Let's have a look. Okay, this looks like a Spectrum bloody game. Oh wow. I remember games like this. It remind me of like the Atari 800 era. Yeah, this is an era where games were just fun. Okay, that's fun enough. Super Nintendo. What's this? Angel Song Super MIDI Pack collab. All right, let's check this out. Well, I don't think, have we, what games are in Model 2? Give me some Model 2 games. Have we got Model 2 for this? I don't think we have. But if you want a game, we can do one last little stress test before I end it. Almost been going for 3 hours now, so definitely want to end it. I'm feeling a little bit tired-ish. Okay, right, this is some kind of software. Let's oh, you know what? There's something cool here. The Nyanja. So that's gonna be a demo of Nyanja. That's really cool. Yeah, maybe it is a music game. Sonic the Fighters would be notable. Sonic the Fighters, dude. What's okay? I don't think we have that in the arcade game. One of the Model 2 games that did not get a Saturn port. I don't think we have those games, man. Sonic the Fighters. I'm quite happy to finish off with a game that will be a stress test. Okay, why isn't this working? Let's see, FX unit Yuki. Let's see. Let me go about it a different way. Let me go to, let's try something. If I go reboot, here we go. Okay, so homebrew here. The Nyanja. Look, so far, Retro Replay has not sent any. No, they haven't. No Super Dock. If the Super Dock was available, I would have got one. But I've got this with it. But when it does come out, I will get some. Right? Okay. Why is that not running? Interesting. So if I try and launch the Go and then locate this game, let's see if I can locate it. So I might add some games onto this SD card to keep this stuff here. Let's have a look. So see. Okay, weird, they're not showing up. Okay. Weird, interesting. So you have to load these straight from the menu, the homebrew stuff, straight from the menu. Right, okay, let me, what's Cabas is saying? Also, notice there's, I'd like to see. Okay, I think that it have Stellarview support. I know, yeah, it must do, because we have that for the analog pocket, so it should have that. Let's see. Ooh, what to kind of run? Okay. Ooh. So, yeah. Interesting. In fact, what I'm going to do, I think with this, I'm gonna do a video running the anime otaku MiSTer. Right, let's run that. What was that demo we had to look at? That was quite interesting, actually. I think it was this one here, Mad Situations, and I think we can maybe start wrapping up the stream from here. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is Anime Otaku's made this MiSTer Companion, and it's really, really good. And so all you need to do initially is flash your MiSTer's SD card with MiSTer Fusion and get it working. And that's what we've got now. We've got this working. We've got MiSTer. What you get with the SuperStation One, like really is like what you get with MiSTer Fusion. So you've got like the initial cores on there and stuff. So Taki's done a really good job with avoiding anything that could be perceived or could be seen as copyright infringement. It's very, very clean, but it has all the functionality. You can run cores on there, so things are working, things are looking really, really good. Yeah, that's cool. So what we'll do is we'll grab, I think what I'll do is I'm going to do a video having a look at Anime Otaku's MiSTer Companion, and it will be a video more for people that have got a SuperStation One, what they should do first, because you want to get Update Tool on there, right? Update Tool is a staple of the MiSTer FPGA ecosystem. A big shout out to Jose, or you guys may know him as the Epsilon, so massive props to that guy. But yeah, it's his tool, it's his software that makes MiSTer really, really easy. So maybe a good way of getting that on there, a good way of getting Samba on there. I'm glad I haven't done that now, so I'll do that fresh on this one and put that out as a video. Do let me know what kind of other content you want to see. The only analog display I've got handy is this PVM, and I've tried it with that. I've just connected the cable and it just works absolutely amazingly well. I'm going to kind of put the SuperStation One away now. It's not going to sit there. I need to get if you look at just behind where you can see the SuperStation One, you can see my more 4K, so I need to bring that where the SuperStation One is. I will use the SuperStation One. I might put it downstairs in the front room, try and encourage my kids to play retro games, but they won't. But guys, what have we kind of learned today? Well, I've learned that the bloody SuperStation One is excellent. Out of every single MiSTer FPGA device I've ever tried, I have to say this is, if all of them were exactly the same price, then this is the one I would buy. It's freaking amazing. It just works straight out of the box. It's the only time where I have used an analog display with a MiSTer FPGA and it's just worked straight out of the bat. I don't need to do any adjustments, nothing, it just worked. So that's really, really cool to see. Obviously it's a nice 3D print. It's a professional product. It's a very, very professional product. I don't think you can say that about anything in the MiSTer FPGA as far as any other kind of all-in-one ready-to-go bundles go. The only one that I think looks very, very professional and has that professional finish is the MiSTer Add-ons aluminium case. That one's really, really good as well. It's a metal box. It's very, very small. It's smaller than like the standard MiSTer stack. It's a very, very nice one, but the SuperStation One beats it, man. It looks like a proper console. The MiSTer Multisystem 2 might be good, but I've always said from the beginning, I just find it like kind of ugly looking. But you know, if you can get around that, or you like that aesthetic, or it doesn't bother you. I mean, to be honest, if I had one, it probably wouldn't bother me. It'd be stuck somewhere and it'll be playing stuff on there. But it is 3D printed, you know, so you haven't got that kind of professional kind of product, right? Let's get something else going. I thought this demo would be running for a while, to be honest. Let's load something. Oh, you know what's a good one to finish on, actually? This one never disappoints. Apotris always rocks, and it's Tetris, the best version of Tetris out there. But yeah, you know, if you haven't got a MiSTer in your hair, then I would, if you want to get yourself a MiSTer FPGA, the SuperStation One is a really, really good option. Why did that not run? Pretty weird. Okay. So the SuperStation one's a really, really good option. However, there might be a little bit of a wait in there. Some people ordered it, I think, more than a year ago now, and obviously they are getting their units. So, you know, based on what I've seen from Taki, he's not a scam. There may be delays, but he does deliver. But it really, really is the best version of the MiSTer you can get. It just depends on how long you guys have to wait. I know with the MiSTer Multi-System 2, you're going to pay more than you are for a SuperStation 1. However, it seems that their kind of turnaround time is around, I think at this moment in time, it's around maybe 3 months or something. So, you know, they are getting it to you closer. So there's different ways of enjoying the MiSTer. But, you know, if you're not in a hurry or this is your second MiSTer, then this is well worth getting. It really, really is a good device. And, you know, Taki, all confidence in him, he sent it out and he's like, yeah, just give your honest opinion on there. And my honest opinion, and it's good. And in all honesty, I kind of knew it was going to be good because the MiSTer Pi is an excellent product. I've got videos on the channel where I'm running the two side by side, and yeah, it was on par with the other two MiSTers I tested it with. I've got two original DE10 Nanos, a single SD RAM setup and a dual SD RAM setup, and the MiSTer Pi compared like for like with them. Absolutely on par with everything. So same thing with SuperStation One. It's going to be the same thing. There's no way you're going to make a product like the MiSTer Pi that's functioning exactly the same as an original DE10 Nano, and then you're going to mess up on like a SuperStation One. It works flawlessly. It doesn't. Yeah, it's not. Even now, it's like you can tell it's on, but it's not botheringly hot or anything. And we've had it on for, well, 3 hours and 6 minutes is how long we've been streaming for. But I have actually had this on for maybe the half hour before I started streaming. It was on while I was setting up the views and all the rest of it and whatnot. So we've had it on for 3.5 hours. It's fine. I've got no issues if I wanted to leave this on for long periods of time. It would be fine. But guys, with that, I think I am going to end the stream. It's 0007 actually. It's 7 minutes past midnight, and I should get some sleep. I kind of do need to get up early-ish and get a few things done. So Wicked Ash, absolutely Wicked Ash. Try and get an early night yourself as well, buddy. I know you're always late. It's like I speak to Ash sometimes in the evening and I'm chatting to him and I'm like sleepy and I go to bed, and if I message him in the morning when I get up, he's still up but he hasn't gone to sleep yet. So yeah, you know, Ash, definitely do get yourself some sleep, buddy. But do appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Always a pleasure. Love streaming. I love streaming much more than I like doing videos. It is absolutely superb streaming. It's just so much fun. I will be doing more stuff definitely with the SuperStation One, so stay tuned. But Wicked, Michael De Lima going crazy with the emojis. Let me get some in there as well. Our beautiful Karen, always around cheering up those streams. Let's get some MiSTer ones, some nice ones. Absolutely wicked. Karen coming out there. She's like, no, the planet is in there. I wonder what effect that has on Tetris. But yeah, guys, be freaking awesome to one another, man. See you guys around. I'm probably going to do a stream tomorrow. Once I get all the stuff done in the afternoon, I'll have a block of a few hours to do something. I'll probably do another stream, maybe another MiSTer FPGA SuperStation One stream. So wicked, guys. Yeah, man. See you around. If you're not subscribed, or if you haven't pressed that like button, then please do it. It really does help out. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.